Welcome everyone here to Beloit as we are ready, as the Beloit Turner Trojans ready for their Week 1 matchup against the Sheboygan Falls Falcons. I'm Christopher Flynn, and we're ready to watch these two teams play some football under the lights here on Friday. The Trojans have a lot of new things. New head coach, Grant McLean, new quarterback. We're ready to see what they can do.
4 weeks before the school year actually started. We're going to pause briefly here, step away from the national anthem, come back with the Falcons Century 21 affiliated starting lineups as we're just seconds away from the Beloit Turner Trojans hosting the Sheboygan Falls Falcons here on Iron Country. 1490 AM at the First Street Live, home on Iron Country.fm and on the
video. Will not be tolerated as round 3 moving competition. Please enjoy the game in a positive manner. And now, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand and remove your hats, place your hand over the heart, and join in the singing of the national anthem.
These two teams look ready. The Trojans, new head coach this year, Grant McLean, and a new quarterback, J.P. Roche. J.P. Roche is from Arizona, just like the quarterback of the last 2 years for the Trojans, Sean Fogel. We'll see what Roche can do compared to Fogel. Last year, quick look at Fogel from last season. See how that lines up for the Trojans this year. Fogel's stats from last year had 2,114 passing yards, had a 27 touchdown to 3 interceptions. That's pretty good. And we'll see what Roche can do here. He's going to be here hopefully a couple years.
In the second half, as Sheboygan Falls, the Falcons will start on offense. So the Falcons Century 21 affiliate.
Two teams having quick meetings.
Go with the defense of Beloit Turner. For expert local real estate information and outstanding customer service, call or text Carlin Clark, Century 21 affiliate in Beloit. 608-207-04.
It looks like they're ready to play.
With the defensive line, the big boys up front. Noah Funhelder will be holding down the middle defensively for Grant McLean's defensive unit. Also, Trenton Nauer.
They're getting on the field for kickoff.
He's a two-way starter. Same with Corey Linjek. Got a couple two-way starters down on the offensive and defensive line. Linebacker core, as you heard Coach McLean highlight in that pregame show, all 3 are sophomores. Chris Spencer, Jackson Malenga, and Carter Atkinson. And as for the defensive backfield, we have Leighton Davies, Brody Berg, Cameron Ingram, and Zay Howard. Again, it's the Carla Clark Century 21 affiliated starting lineups as Beloit Turner gets ready to start their 2021 season, kicking off.
Well, here we go. The teams are getting out onto the field for the kickoff.
Did I say 21?
You did. I know you're
Century 21.
I want the wrong.
2000. All right.
Listen. The first like week, 2 weeks, you're gonna have to deal with.
And it looks like the Falcons will start with the ball.
Oh, absolutely.
Errors on our part after 2 weeks.
For the Trojans, kicking it off will be TJ Nowak.
That's his guarantee.
This is an exciting season. Last year, the Trojans looking to redeem themselves from what was a really good start. They started 3-0 last season, lost their next 4. They actually lost their next. They actually lost their next 5 games before they ended the season with a victory against Bigfoot. But this year looks like a big culture change for the Trojans. New coach, new quarterback, a lot of young players, replacing a big senior group from 2022.
Think Michigan Wolverines, but instead of blue and yellow.
And here's
with
the
yellow
kickoff.
stripes, it's
We're
yellow
underway.
and blue inverse.
There's a short little kick.
Is fielded by the up back and taken across the grain
He's going to
all the
return
way
it around the
across
left.
field. He still has only
Tackled it
gained
around the 30.
2 yards, ran about 40 yards across the entire field.
And we're ready.
Sam
Sam Sheboygan with the return, and we're underway. The Falcons with the football. They're going to start from around the 28.
26-yard line, so we'll officially call it about a return of 6 total net yards.
And here's the Falcons offense led by quarterback Evan Bailing.
Sheboygan Falls, the Falcons will start on offense. It'll be Evan Bailing, the senior quarterback, 5'11", 165.
He's going to line up
in the shotgun formation.
in the shotgun.
One wide
First
receiver
down.
left, one to the right.
Here's the
Tail
snap.
back behind
Hands it off to the back. He's going to get up the middle.
Right side of that offensive line. That's
Solid little run there,
Overson.
and it's going to be second down.
And that'll be ahead for a pretty solid pickup there of about 8 yards. That was actually Drake Moberg on the carry.
The ball's going to be placed at the 37. They're going to go quick. Bailing with Roberson in the backfield. Second and 2. Here's the snap. Another handoff.
Handoff once again to
And
Moberg.
it looks like he'll be stopped short of the first, but they're going to throw a penalty flag.
Left tackle, left guard range. And yeah, we will have our first penalty of the contest on Sheboygan Falls.
It's going to be holding on the offense, and they're going to go backwards.
Last night, Beloit Memorial, Tom Liska joined me, and Racine Park and Beloit Memorial. It was a classic Week 1 contest.
11:22 left in the
total penalties.
first quarter of play.
Respectfully, kind of shot
Falcons
themselves
run
in the
2
foot.
plays, both
Situation
runs.
Right there would have been a first down, but now it's 2nd and 15 as opposed to what would have been a 1st and 10 for Sheboygan Falls. So 2nd and 15.
Here's the Falcons.
From their own 24 yards.
Now it's 2nd and 15 after the penalty. Bailing in the shotgun. Here's the snap. 3rd straight handoff. He's going to go. That's a big run. First down. And he will be taken out of bounds. First down for the Falcons. Drake Moberg, the senior running back, gets a big gain. First down. Moves the ball to the 44. Bailing will line up in the shotgun once again. Running back in the backfield, 2 receivers. Play action, throw. Catches it. And it looks like he will get a first, maybe short of it, I think.
Beg your pardon, that's Aiden Garrich.
They will get the first down. They're now into Turner territory. First down. Shotgun for Bailing, running back in the backfield, 2 receivers. Here's the snap. Hands it off. Tackled at the line of scrimmage. Drake Moberg can't go nowhere with that. Trenton Nauer with a big tackle. It looks like they'll lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
On the offensive line, but he is a workhorse down there defensively.
Definitely needed that play. It seemed like other than the penalty, it was a lot of positive plays.
Yeah, 2nd and 11.
Here's Bailing in the shotgun. Snap.
But able to
Little pitch in the backfield.
QB
He's going to get a few yards out of that.
And
it's gonna be 3rd down.
That was Drake Moberg, the quarterback, pitching it to Evan Belling in first, then Evan Belling to Drake Moberg.
Evan
That will
Belling
set up a third and
will pitch it back to Drake Moberg.
manageable
It's
third and 7 from
third down
Trojan
and 7 at the 41 in Turner territory.
40 in this first quarter. Sheboygan Falls, 2 wide receivers to the right of the formation,
Here's the
to
snap.
the left as well.
He's going to throw it outright,
And
just short.
I think that pressure, as you described,
And it's going to be 4th down.
the intended target, Brady Schneider, on the pass from Belling was a little bit too low and it hit the grass, but they're going to go for it here
And
on 4th
they're
and
going
7,
for it on
already
4th down
early to the
7
So
from the 41. Can they convert it?
You got Belling, the quarterback, and Moberg, the running back, and now they're gonna.
Oh, looks like they're gonna
make a hockey line change, and they're gonna
switch out to the punt
So
in the middle of the play.
Ian Belling steps back to be the punter, and we assume it's just gonna be a nice little simple pooch punt.
Here's the
Low
snap. Oh, they're
It's gonna be a
okay.
rugby
They're gonna punt
style,
it,
and that one hangs up in the air pretty perfectly.
and a fair catch called by Ingram, and the Trojans will have the football.
A perfect punt and a great job defensively. You gave up chunk yardage,
And here
but
comes
you
the
did
Trojans
great,
offense,
And now you forced a punt.
led by JP Roche, the junior quarterback, his first year with the Trojans. We'll get our first look at him this season.
Got his hands up. Not quite sure if he got his hands on the football, but he did enough to disrupt the pass, and it came up a little bit short and forced Sheboygan Falls to pump that one away.
So with 9:21 left to go in this first quarter, your score
Trojans
0-0.
football.
Beloit Turner now on their first offensive possession.
After
First
the
and
punt,
10
first down and 10 from the
11-yard line. You got the Arizona transfer in there at quarterback.
from their own 11-yard line.
Roche to
Here's
the
the snap.
right, one to the left.
Handoff.
To the running back off the right side of that.
And he's gonna get a couple yards, it looks like.
Solid pickup right there, about 5, maybe 6 yards to the running
It'll
back.
be second
Brody
down.
Berg.
Brody Berg with the
It'll be
run.
interesting to see, too, like Coach McLean said in that pregame interview, they want to get back to running the football and establishing the run, right? It seemed like a lot of times last year this offense, and listen, I can't blame you when you have the receivers like they did. There's a lot of
6-yard
big
gain,
plays,
2nd and 4 from
right?
the
And I think establishing
17
the
on their
run,
side of the
quarterback,
field.
new offense, it is a good way to get things going and a great start there.
JP Roche.
Roche in the shotgun. Snap.
Breaks the
Handoff.
huddle, hands it off up to Berg once again. And not
Berg will get
much
tackled.
doing there, maybe 1 yard.
Around the line of
in
scrimmage.
the
3rd down.
Progress category. So that'll set up 3rd and still very manageable 3rd and 4 from their own 17-yard line. 8.5 minutes to go.
Won't gain anything off that play.
Last thing you want to do here is go 3 and out immediately and right back out on the football field. So you're looking for one of those go-to plays, right? One of those plays that you love, that you think has a lot of success, whether it's play action or the
3rd and 4 from their own 18-yard line. Roche will line up in the shotgun.
2 wide receivers to the right. That's the far side of the field.
Here's the
One
snap.
here to the near side.
Gonna run out right. Here's the throw. Fry looks like it's
I think a little bit of miscommunication.
underthrown, and it'll be 4th down.
The out route and the go route, the intended wide receivers on the far side of the field. Hayden Fry and also Zay Howard, and just kind of thrown in between them. So unfortunately, it is that 3 and out punt. So
4th down and 4 from their own 18. They'll have to punt it.
On defense, but
That's how we start the game. 2 punt drives, 1 by each side.
Special teams.
Yeah, and you had Zay Howard on that little out route. He could have completed that first down pretty easily. But like you said, I think a little miscommunication there, maybe a little excitement on that first pass of the season. Kind of oversailed that one.
And much like Sheboygan Falls, the quarterback turns into the punter.
Here's the punt by Roche.
Pretty darn good punt.
Pretty good punt. He'll get it at the 45. He'll return it past the 50, past the 45, to the 40, to the 35, and he's tackled. Out of bounds.
The officials missed a blatant block in the back, right at the tackle position. But now Sheboygan Falls is set up.
That's a pretty good punt return, and now the Falcons will be back on the field for their second drive. 7:49 left in the first quarter. Falcons football.
Just outside the 30-yard line. I don't really know exactly where they're.
Looks to be at about the 26.
Okay. Yeah, 26.
Yeah, that's a tough rank. I mean, we're up here in the booth. We have a pretty good angle of that backside back block there. Not sure what maybe that official.
Falcons will have it from the Turner 26. 6 yards out of the red zone.
So 1st and 10 for Sheboygan Falls from the Beloit Turner 26.
And here's Evan Bailing in the shotgun. He's got Drake Moberg in the backfield, 2 receivers. Here's the snap. He's going to go up the middle. It's a couple yards. It'll be second down.
On the tackle, that's Carter Atkinson.
inside. Nice wrap up there by the young linebacker.
Yeah, gain of about 4 as Belling is.
It's about 3 yards there. 2nd and 7 at the 23. Here's the snap. Gonna play action, and then he's gonna run it. He's going. Gets a pretty good run there.
Finally met by the safety in the defensive back.
It'll be a Falcons first down as they move into the red zone.
Jackson Malinga too, tackling him from behind. So it's 1st and 10 now inside the 10-yard line from the.
They're gonna have it at the 9. 1st and goal.
Tempo, this no huddle is giving the defense a little bit of trouble here in the early goings.
Here's the snap.
Quarterback takes the.
He's going to do another fake run.
Tries to bowl over a linebacker.
He's going to get a
inside the
couple
5
yards
yard
there.
line. Marking
2nd
down
and
at
goal.
about 3. So right now it's a steady dose of Evan Belling.
And now they're at the 3.
Setting up a 2nd and
3
goal
yards short
from
of the end
3-yard
zone.
line. Sheboygan Falls' second offensive possession. 0-0 is your score, but the Falls Falcons knocking at the door. So it'll be Belling. Shotgun set.
Belling in the shotgun.
Same formation.
Moberg in the backfield.
Basically every other
Handoff
offensive
up the middle.
play, and that's a handoff up the middle to
He's
Moberg, and
in.
yes,
Touchdown
he's 3
Falcons.
yards out.
First score of the game.
Moberg, it's your first score
Drake
of the
Moberg
game.
with a 3-yard
Falls
touchdown
Falcons
run.
taking that good
And it's
punt
6-0 Sheboygan Falls.
just outside of the red zone, and a handful of plays later, they're 8 for 6. 6:32 left to go in this first quarter. Sheboygan Falls 6, Beloit Turner nothing.
Well, that's a tough break for the Trojan defense. I mean,
I'm going to set up quickly. They're going to kick this extra point, make it 7-0 if they can knock it through.
I don't think they were on the field for much longer than 3 or 4 minutes of live time there. The defense is right back.
This is Mason Japp.
A really good punt return, kind of backs up against the wall.
Here's the snap, the hold, the extra point, up and good.
The kick is as well.
And it's 7-0 Falcons.
3-yard touchdown run by Moberg.
Moberg with a good 3-yard touchdown run, and now 6:32 left in the first quarter. Trojans trail by 7 to the Falcons.
The high school football action here on Iron Country in just 60 seconds with Beloit Turner receiving the kickoff.
Okay, so the Falcons ready to kick it off. They scored a touchdown off a 3-yard run by Drake Moberg, and it is now 7-0 Falcons. Kicking the ball for the Falcons is Mason Japp.
Going back out of the break, your Beloit Turner Trojans trailing up by a touchdown, 7-0, 6:32 left to go in this first quarter.
And here's the kickoff.
Sheboygan Falls on their second offensive possession.
Short little
takes
kick,
it into
squib
the
kick.
end zone, and that little pooch
Recovered
kickoff.
there. He's going to go,
Oh,
and he gets it
almost broke it.
to the 46. That was a good hole, but ultimately couldn't make the best of it. Braden Ward with the return there. Pretty good return there. You'll get it to around their own 46.
He'll be running and celebrating in the end zone right now, but the kicker bringing him down from behind. So sets them up real nicely, though. 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line.
See if the Trojans here can get a little momentum and sustain a nice long drive.
They're at the 46. 1st and 10 Trojans. JP Roche will line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right, running back in the backfield.
JP Roche.
Here's the snap. Handoff. Gets about a yard there.
The middle and not much going there.
The handoff there to Alejandro Rodriguez, the sophomore, and it's going to be second down.
Taking it, one of the several sophomores.
2nd and 9, gain of 1. They move to the 47.
Offense, just team in general. Handful on defense, handful on offense.
It's pretty wild to go down that roster, see how many tens are out there. It's
Unreal.
a young team, a team that you can build around, but then a lot of stuff you gotta.
Here's Roche in the shotgun. Snap. Another handoff to Rodriguez. Gets another couple yards. Looks like he's just short of half field. It's going to be 3rd down.
Sets up a second and we'll call it a 3rd and a long 6 here. for Alejandro Rodriguez.
Yeah, so far,
Third down and 5 from their own 49, 1 yard short of half field.
He was getting in the trenches from his team in that scrimmage against Whitewater last week. So far through the early goings here, a whole lot going on that run game.
Yeah, Roche.
Here's Roche in the shotgun.
Wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and we almost had a flag, but the official saying, yeah, you know what, this is week 1, I got to line up the wide receiver. So he puts the flag back in his pocket. So it's 3rd and 6 here.
2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right again with the running back in the backfield. Looks like they'll stop play.
Hey, listen, officials like the players. It's week 1, you know.
Yeah.
You got to figure some stuff out. You got to talk to everybody. And yeah, that far side official that was going to throw the flag on, I believe, Tyshawn Teague Johnson, one of those new players coming over from basketball that hasn't played football before, that Coach McLean is really excited about to get out there. You know, the ref, and now they are going to throw the flag.
They throw a flag. It'll be offsides.
Yeah, offsides on the offense. Tyson Teague.
And that'll make this 3rd down a little bit harder for the Trojans. It was 3rd and 5.
I don't know. The ball was right at midfield. He must have lined up on midfield, so I suppose that is an offside. So you don't often see offsides on offense, which is kind of ironic. It's mostly on defense.
You would think, you see a little bit more.
They'll move it back to the 45. 3rd and 10. They need 10 yards for the first here. Stay in the same formation. Roche is in the shotgun. Snap. He's looking for the throw. Overthrown to Tyshawn Teague Johnson.
2 men kind of sort of in the same area. Cameron Ingram was wide open beyond the sticks. It was going right into his hands.
It's going to be 4th down. 2 receivers there on the right were Ingram and Tyshawn Teague Johnson. Looked like a bit of miscommunication as they came close to each other.
So what would have been a first down by Cameron Ingram and probably a lot of running room.
And they're going to need to punt the ball again. J.P. Roche, the quarterback, will punt it once again.
Tyshawn Teague Johnson is a really talented kid. You know, we watched him play basketball. He's
Here's
gonna
the
figure it
snap
out here on the football
and
field
the
as
punt.
Roche punts this one away.
Pretty solid punt. He's going to call a fair catch
Spiral kick, and that's fair caught
at the 20-yard line.
about the 15-yard line for Sheboygan Falls, so that's where they will take over.
And you know, the tough possession there.
My mistake, the
Right, he has the offsides. He sets his team back.
15-yard line, roughly.
It looked like that was going to be almost going to be a top by Johnson. A little bit of a help route.
About the 14, not the 20.
Johnson maybe ran out a little bit deeper than he wanted to be cut off. Didn't make it in sight. Kind of rounded that route off to the outside. That's what sometimes gets you into trouble. That's something that he's going to learn.
The Falcons will line up. They're going to try to see if they can get back-to-back scoring drives.
Crossfiring your own receivers and getting them into trouble.
Last drive, it was a 3-yard run for Drake Moberg for the touchdown. And now Bailing will line up shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 14. They need to get the ball to the 24. Hand off to Moberg. He's going to fight a little bit. Looks like he won't get any gain there. 2nd and 10 from their own 14-yard line. 4:31 left in the first quarter of play. Looks like he gets about a yard. It looks like they'll give it to him. 2nd and 9 from the 15. Here's the snap. He's going to go for the run-pass option. He's going to run. Gets a first down and more past the 40. Pretty good run there as he's going to be stopped in between the 40 and the 45. Roughly the 42-yard lines where he's going to be stopped. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Falcons.
From their own 42-yard line. So now Beloit Turner's defense.
Here's Bailing in the shotgun.
And not break once again.
Hand off into the backfield. And he's going to make a couple big power moves. And he'll get it to, it looks like half field exactly.
And that offensive line's pretty beefy down there by.
It's going to be 2nd and 2 from the 50.
And they're pushing around the defensive.
The run there by Matt Bimmel, 8 yards.
Linebackers for the Trojans are getting their hands full. I'll tell you what, they are
Ball's at half field.
At the linebacker level.
2nd and 2 from the 50. It's been a run-heavy game. Not many passes here tonight. 2nd and 2. Bailing in the shotgun. Snap. He's going to run. And he's going to get a first down. Looks like he'll reach past the 45.
About 2.5 for the first. Got about 5 on that quarterback run once again.
Looks like he was down before the reach, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Turner 45. 3:16 left in the first quarter.
7-2-0. Pistol set formation in the hurry-up offense. You got the tight end and the wing to the right of that offensive.
Here's Bailing in the shotgun. As a running back behind him, a fullback lined up. Moberg, ooh, can't go nowhere with that. 3 minutes left. He's tackled at the line of scrimmage. Just like that, it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 45. Actually, they're going to, looks like he may have lost a yard out of there, half a yard.
Good job there on the front by that defensive line.
Is Bailing will line up in the shotgun.
Sheboygan Falls, 2nd and 11.
2nd down, snap, play action. He runs,
Runs it up the middle.
and he's going to get a big run.
Outrun all the defenders.
And Howard trying to take him down. He does.
Inside the 10 does, but not.
But it's going to be 1st down and goal for the Falcons. Very good run there by Evan Bailing.
Through the teeth of that Beloit Turner defense inside the 5.
Last season, that was a big thing for the Falcons. They had a very mobile quarterback. And this year, Bailing showing the legs. Last year's Falcons quarterback was Dane Nikolai. He did very good last year. And that's going to be a touchdown.
From just 5 yards.
Matt Bimmel with the touchdown, 13-0 Falcons.
13-0.
Another short run.
Beloit Turner Trojans, kind of an inauspicious start here for the first game for head coach Grant McClain.
This has not been a great start for the Trojans, but still plenty of time. We're only in the first quarter. 2:15 left in this first quarter. 13-0 the score. Bailing will hold the ball. Mason Japp will kick it. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick, up and through, and it is 14-0. 2:15 left in the first quarter. It is 14-0 Falcons over the Trojans.
So 2:15 left to go in this first quarter. Your Beloit.
Well, we're out of the little break. 14-0 the score, Falcons. 2 straight touchdown drives from Sheboygan Falls. Both off of runs. The first one, Drake Moberg. The second one, Matt Bimmel. They have Mason Japp out there. He'll kick the ball. And the Trojans looking to make up for those tough first few drives of the season. Looked like a little bit of a fumble, but Fry will pick it back up. He's going to get tackled at about the 20-yard line. Fry's on the ground right now. He's going to get up. It may be something with his ankle, it looks like. His leg. He's going to limp off the field a little bit. Hopefully he's all right. Did not look like a good hit, though, but we have 2:09 left in the first quarter. 14-0 the score.
These darn mosquitoes. 14-0 is your score. Sheboygan Falls on top of Beloit Turner.
And here's the Trojans. They got the ball at their own 20. They've had a tough first couple drives. They had a punt every time. They're looking to make up for that and maybe get their first scoring drive. Here's the snap. Roche looking for a pass. He's going to throw it up to Johnson. Oh, he dropped it. Almost intercepted there.
from Roche, but that one was dangerous for sure.
Maybe just a little past the outstretched hands of Teague Johnson.
Looked like Roche threw a pretty good pass, just couldn't keep the hands on it. And ultimately almost intercepted. It was dropped. That was very close. They're going to try to shake out those bugs, shake out the problems here in week 1, and so far they haven't had a good job of it. Here's the handoff, and he's going to go nowhere. Third down.
Kind of looked like Roche wanted to keep it on a QB option read. Instead, handed it off to Brody Berg.
Brody Berg, number 8 there with the handoff. He goes nowhere. Third
On
down.
the play, setting up a 3rd and 12 now from their own 18-yard line, trailing by 2 scores.
Lose a couple
1:40
yards.
left to go in this first quarter.
3rd and 12.
In danger again and going out again and putting this defense on the field for a 3rd possession in 1 quarter alone. That is just not a recipe for success. It looks like Turner's going to spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, Roche will break the huddle. Trips.
Here's Roche in the shotgun. 3rd and 12. They're going to have to pass it. Roche going to go for Johnson. He caught it. He's going to go. He breaks the tackle. Howard with the block. Tyshawn Teague Johnson's in. Touchdown, Trojans. What a play.
To the basketball player who has never played before.
Tyshawn Teague Johnson, known for his skills on the court, and right there shows off the skills on the gridiron. What a pass by Roche. What a catch. And he breaks the tackle. That was a really good block by Zay Howard, giving him open field and a touchdown. 14-6 now your score. It'll be Braden Ward holding it. And TJ Nowak kicking the extra point to cut this lead in half.
They were going to connect on something. I didn't think it was going to be a touchdown, a big hitter there, but man, what a way to get right back and get momentum going.
82-yard touchdown strike.
Here's the snap. The hold by Ward. The extra point, no good. So it's going to remain 14-6. But a really good play there. JP Roach to Tyshawn Teague Johnson. He went far for that. Broke a tackle. And ultimately a really good block by Zay Howard, setting up for the big touchdown.
Especially a late, that was a long developing play.
With the momentum, 14-6 your score. Again, just over a buck left in this first quarter. This is a chance to tell you to stick around. I know it's still a quarter away, but the Falcons will go halftime show at the end of the game during the Rock Bar Grill.
Well, the Trojans score their first touchdown. JP Roach with a great pass to Tyshawn Teague Johnson. Broke a tackle and ultimately got a great block from Zay Howard, setting up for open field. Here's the kickoff. Return there, and he'll get it. Pretty good return past the 30, and that's where the Falcons will start. The return by Aiden Miller, number 24.
Special teams filling up the water bottles too for the seniors, I'm sure.
The ball will be lined up at around the 31-yard line. They'll call it the 31. And the Falcons looking to extend the lead. They're up by 8 right now. Trojans' last drive, they scored a touchdown. Tyshawn Teague Johnson ultimately missed the extra point by TJ Nowak. Trojans have some energy now after that big touchdown play from Roach to Johnson, and now bailing on the field for the Falcons. He's in the shotgun with Moberg in the backfield. 2 receivers. Here's the snap. Looks like he's going to get held up by the running back a bit as he wants to go for the option. He takes it himself. Less than a minute to go. 51 seconds
defense. Right.
No pressure right now for the Falcons. Gets a couple yards out of that. They'll call the ball at the 33. 2nd and 8. 2-yard gain there on that that run option from Evan Bailing.
Yeah, he's like a 5'10"
Here's the snap.
so very, very shifty.
He's going to go play action. Looking for a receiver. Passes it short. Incomplete as he dropped the wide open pass.
That intended target in Aiden.
That was Aiden Garrett
He's a big boy.
from the backfield.
Stumbling for a lot of yards, but now that incompletion.
And now it's 3rd and 8. 21.3 left in the first quarter.
Usually that goes the fullback's way, but don't have to worry about it with the.
Don't have to speed it up at all.
Yeah, huge opportunity here for Floyd Turner to seize even more of that.
Here's Bailing in the shotgun.
3rd and 8 from their own
2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Here's the snap. Handoff. Anthony Hamilton.
Now the initial defender in there did not make the tackle. But
Followed by Noah Funheller. Hamilton and Funheller make a
didn't fully wrap up, but he stopped the running
great
back
effort,
enough
great
in
team,
cover.
great
That
team
allowed
effort
4 of his teammates to come in here for
to
the
get in there and tackle
Two again in the play, punting unit.
Moberg out of the backfield. Looks like they want to punt the ball, but the clock is officially run out. First quarter's done. The score is Falcons 14, Trojans 6. And when we get back to the second quarter, the Falcons look like they'll punt it on 4th and 8 from their own 33.
For Lloyd Turner, they do find themselves down. No, that's just what I have here.
We're about ready to come back from the first quarter. Your score 14-6. Falcons lead the Trojans. And now the Falcons ready to punt. It's 4th and 8 from their own 33. The field is now flipped.
We'll be punting this one away. Again, they do the rugby-style kicks away from
Here's the snap.
potential.
He's going to run it a bit.
That one was nearly blocked. And
that ball,
there wasn't a flag.
not a very good punt.
Ended up on his back.
It's going to go out of bounds. Looked like it got out just short of maybe half field. So now the Trojans going to try to close the gap now. They're only down by 8. We'll see what they do if they score a touchdown this drive. We'll see if they try to go for the extra point, keep it at 1, or make up for that missed extra point last drive and go for the 2-point conversion and tie it. 11:53 time left in the second quarter in this first
Yeah, it's
half.
actually going to be 1st and 10 from
And they will they'll put the ball
Sheboygan North 46-yard
at the
line. So
40.
starting field position.
Like the 46-yard line roughly in Sheboygan Falls territory. That's when the ball went out of bounds, it looked like, on the punt. Here's Roche in the shotgun. Snap, penalty flag on the handoff to Berg. And it's a false start on the offense. They'll lose some yards on that.
Move them back 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 15.
Move them
now
back
from
to about the 40,
I'm not good at that. 49.
about the 49, yeah, the 49-yard line from in Turner territory.
Sean Maloney here in the broadcast booth. Tyler Zvansky, the Spark sisters. Ashley
Roche going to
and
get some
Amanda
calls from the
downtown
from the
Lloyd Studios.
coach. He's come back on the field.
Both of us here in the booth, we're fired up for week number 1. Got to make sure that there's no errors, nothing wrong. So far, so good. Knock on wood.
Well,
Here's Roche. He's going to line up in the shotgun, running back in the backfield. Couple receivers on the field. Roche Drop the snap, and he's going to have to jump on it.
Picked it up, but he didn't know how
They're going to lose some more yards after the first play. They wanted to run it. Penalty flag on the false start. Made them lose 5 yards. And then after the penalty flag, another loss from the bad snap. They're going to be at the 39-yard line in their own territory of the field. It's going to be 2nd and 25. They're going to need to make some big plays here in 2nd and 3rd down if they want to cut it close to the first down marker, which is around the Sheboygan Falls 37.
Roche breaking the huddle.
Roche in the shotgun. He's going to move Berg out right. Here's the snap. He's going to throw it to Berg. He's open.
Gets the catch.
Gets it past half field.
Still on his feet to the original.
Really good play. They use the running back out of the backfield on a wheel route. Gets it to about the 44-yard line. And now they're into Sheboygan Falls territory. They needed a big play, and they ultimately got it. Now it's going to be 3rd and 9. And now here's Roche in the shotgun. It looks like they want another pass, but we don't know. Running back in the backfield. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off. Berg. Really good run there. Someone's helmet fell off. Someone on the Falcons. The ball
4th and 2.
Going to be just short of the marker. Looks like they want to go for it. They are in Falcons territory. About 4th and 1. 37-yard line. 10 minutes left in the quarter. 10 minutes left in the half. Roche will line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Here's the snap. They're going to go for Berg. Jumps, and it looks like he got it. First down.
The near side official is marking it right at the 35, and it looks like the sticks are at the 36, so that's a good sign of moving the ball forward as the officials now officially say it is a first down.
They're going to look at it. They will give it a first down.
But you need to keep establishing this run game, and it works. So first and 10.
Ball's now at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. They made a good effort there after the penalty flag and the bad snap. A good pass to Berg and a couple good runs make up for the first, get them into first down. Roche to the right. Fry catches it on the curl route.
Nice little comeback route over to Hayden Fry, the man who was shaken up on a kick return earlier. Good to see him back.
Looks like he'll get some yards there.
And about 5 coming up here after that quick little pitch and catch.
That's a great way to get a quarterback.
Looks like it's 2nd down and 5.
Get him some confidence.
Very good throw there. 5-yard play on the curl route there. He caught it, tried to turn around, but the defender stuck close to him in the back. Roche will line up in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Here's the snap. Roche gonna run, throws.
Over the top, and that was a perfect little trick.
A nice catch. And he's gonna get a big first down. And the Trojans now, after a bad start, 2 punts, some mistakes on offense, they ultimately make up for that, and now they're in the red zone.
And that's a huge gain. 1st and 10 down to the 15-yard line.
They're at the 15. They need to get the ball to the 5 for the first, but their goal's the end zone. Here's Roche in the shotgun. Snap. Hand off to Rodriguez.
That's a handoff to Alejandro Rodriguez.
Looks like he's going to get taken around the line of scrimmage.
The right side of that offensive line with a blitzing line.
And get a gain or a loss, so it's going to be 2nd and 10.
And gain of, maybe a loss of a half yard.
They'll say he lost about a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 11.
From the Sheboygan Falls 16-yard line. Sheboygan Falls
at the
14,
16.
Lloyd Turner 6, but they're knocking at the door again, just 16 yards out from adding another score on the scoreboard. Roche breaking the huddle. 2 wide receivers to the near side.
Roche is going to line up on the shotgun. And a penalty.
And it looks like we have a false start on Lloyd Turner.
So they're going to call a false start on the offense.
When they send the
They'll lose 5 yards on that. It will be 2nd and 16.
Tight end, whatever you want to call him, kind of just off the
Another penalty. The Trojans have been committing quite a few penalties here tonight.
Maybe they might want to ditch that motion.
Well, we talked with Coach McClain about in the early stage of the game. I joked around with him. I said, "You already mentally, prepared yourself, accepted that there might be a few penalties here tonight, some sloppy play." That's always how week one goes, right? It's always how week one goes. He said no. He's like, there's a lot of penalties. We do a lot of up down.
Second and 15, 21-yard line.
I've seen a little bit of that slop.
Here's Roche in the shotgun.
Yeah, second and 15 for
Here's the
Roche.
snap.
Roche.
Roche going to look for the throw. He's going to scramble out right.
To his right, have
Throw!
it,
Along
and
the
at
sideline.
5, does he get in? No!
Ingram just short of the end zone. Really good play by Roche, though. He scrambled out right, found the open receiver. Ingram's going to be taken down a yard short of the end zone. And it's going to be first and goal at the goal line.
3 blades of grass out.
Well, I tell you what, Ingram's the lone wide receiver that comes back from last year, and that was a move that a veteran wide receiver makes.
Yeah.
Quarterback scrambles, the plays break.
Ingram's quite a good receiver. A little short, but makes up for that with great athleticism and great speed and great hands.
Yeah, first
And after a
goal,
great
just
play there,
inching
Roche is
away
going to
to
hand
take
it off.
to the running back, and that defense,
And it looks like
the
he'll be
blitz
taken
linebackers
down
triples
right
him
at
in
the
backfield. That Brody Burke-
line of scrimmage. Maybe he'll
That's gonna
lose
be
a yard.
loss of, only about 8 inches, maybe a foot.
So it looked like that play. It looked like Berg.
Yeah, it looks like he loses about a yard there, so it's going to be second and goal at the 2.
Stumbling forward, never really able to
With
get it.
7:50 left in the second quarter.
Lost it, not a whole lot, but still another loss.
They're going to keep Berg in the backfield.
Trojan offense.
On the right side, Tyshawn Teague Johnson. On the left side, Hayden Fry. Those are the 2 receivers. They got Berg in the backfield. Here's the snap. Given to the fullback. Oh, no.
And unfortunately, the quarterback kept
Roche was the one who kept that, and he's going to get taken down in the backfield.
In the backfield there. That's going to be a significant
Round.
loss of about 9 yards.
Maybe
So
the 10-yard line.
now
Yep,
goal
third
from
and
the
10.
10-yard line.
Third and goal from the 10.
Now you're looking at the 10-yard line here on the 3rd down.
Looked like a play first was going to go into the backfield.
Does that alter
Like that was-
your decision here? Do you think this is 2-down territory? Do you think you got the field goal?
Looked like it was going to go to the fullback there, but Roche took it on the
Yeah, I would assume it's
The run
2-down
option.
territory just because the PAT. The
And now with third
I don't know if it was
down,
blocked or not, but it was well short
they may
into
pass
the
this. They
right,
got 2
so
receivers on the
looking
left,
for
2 on the right.
plays here. Roche breaking the huddle.
Roche is
2
going to
wide
line up
receivers to the
shotgun.
left, 2
Play
to the right.
action.
Play action.
Throw!
Slant over the middle on that
A
one.
little
It's
thrown
just
behind the
thrown
back of Hayden
safely
Fry.
behind Hayden Fry.
It's going to be
He was
incomplete,
open,
4th
but
down.
Unfortunately, now that brings up a 4th and goal from the 10. And
We'll see what the Trojans want to do here.
And even Roche immediately looking
If they want to go for it or go for the field goal. Looks like they're going to set up something and go for it.
He's a 10 receiver. Listen, Hayden Fry's got a long wingspan, but I don't know if it's long enough.
They want to go for the end zone here. Let's see if they can get it.
yeah, would have needed some go-go gadget arms. But trips now to the right. That's the near side of
Roche
the
is going to line up in the shotgun.
of the
3 on the
offensive
right,
set.
1 on the
Roche
left.
breaking the huddle,
Here's the
1
snap.
to the left.
Roche.
Looking left, has a
Throw,
man, it's a
end zone.
Pass to the end zone and
Incomplete, deflected there
Unfortunately, the
by
DB
Trey
did a great
Roberson,
job of breaking that pass up
the
the
defensive
middle
back,
for
and it's gonna
Tyshawn
be
Teague Johnson. And I think if Roche
a
would've
failed
laid that
4th
one
down
out,
attempt for the end zone. Falcons will get the ball on the turnover there.
Falls incomplete, and no points on the board.
You want to throw that one a little bit more towards that pylon,
Falcons will get the ball now on that 4th down. Failed 4th down attempt by the Trojans. Falcons will get it from their own 10. They're going to have to make up 90 yards if they want to score a touchdown. They lead by 8 right now, 14-6, 6:41 left in the first half of play. Here's Evan Bailing in the shotgun.
1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line, up 14-6.
Bailing with the
Over
snap.
White Center, 6:41
Play
left
action.
to
He's
go
going to take
in
the run.
second quarter as the quarterback
He gets a
Belichick
very
keep
good
it
run.
on
He's still on his feet.
Reed, and he is up
Oh, the ball may have been-
And it's actually going to be a fumble, but the official's saying that he was down before the pill popped out.
The ball
So
did
that's a huge
come out. No
gain.
fumble, though.
Ton of
The
breathing room
quarterback was down.
all the way up to about
But he gets a big
25
gain.
yard line, so a gain of 15
15
yards
yards
on
up to the
quarterback's
25. 1st and 10.
Inexperience in his linebacking core for the Trojans.
Evan Bailing really showing his legs here tonight. A lot of run option plays for the Falcons, and They really like to keep it with Bailing. Here's the snap in the shotgun.
Falls,
They're going to hand it off.
Belly of the fullback.
And it gets taken down, looks like in the backfield.
It was just a dead to rights play right away. He had about 2 guys reaching for the
Drake Moberg with the run.
And unfortunately, the fullback
He won't go nowhere.
who actually took the ball from him. So that's going to be a loss of about 3 yards there, helping out the defense.
It was about 2 yards there. It's going to be second down.
So second and 13 coming up
13,
here
3 yards.
They hurry to the line. Under 6 minutes to go.
Now Bailing's going to line up shotgun. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Running back in the backfield. Here's the snap. Handoff. Gets a hole up the middle. Moberg going to be stopped a few yards short of the first down marker.
And these young linebackers
Going to be third down.
Quite yet their assignments on these
3rd and 3 from the 33.
So that'll set up third and a very
5:22 left in the first half of play. They need 3 yards for the first. They need to get it to the 36. Here's the snap. It's over his head.
It's behind him.
It's a chase down for the ball.
That is a huge.
Just like that, it's going to be 4th and deep.
That's always your worst.
That was not a very good snap there. Went over the head of Avon Bailing, and now it's going to be 4th and deep. They're going to have to punt the ball.
More than you'd like if you're the Falls head coach, I'm sure. And eventually, you kind of wondered if it was ever going to bite him in the butt there, and it did there finally. Huge loss on the very third and manageable. Brings the punt team out deep in your own territory.
They're going to call it 4th and 23 from the 13. They started this drive from the 10. They started moving up the field, but with that bad snap on 3rd down, they're going to be forced to punt from deep.
Now, I don't know for certain, but I think if you're outside the tackle box and you do a rugby-style punt, you can technically get hit. I think that's what happened the last punt.
He's going to run out right. He's going to punt the ball.
He didn't run on that one because he's like, dude, I got my ribs cracked the last time I did that. So
And that one's going to go bounce, ultimately go out of bounds. And the Trojans now, last drive, they were moving up the field. They got the ball to the goal line on some really good plays, but ultimately they went backwards to the 10, went for it on 4th down for the end zone. And an incomplete pass to Hayden Fry set up for the 4th down conversion attempt to fail. And now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Let's see if they can make up for the last drive. They've scored 1 touchdown so far, setting up for the score to be 14-6 on the deep pass from Roche to Tyshawn Teague Johnson. Both of the touchdowns scored by the Falcons have both been on the ground within the 3.
2 to the right, 2 to the left.
Roche in the shotgun, snap.
Drops back to pass.
He's going to throw deep to the right. Fly, incomplete. Aggressive battle for the ball.
And to kind of turn into a
that was Andrew Strosner there, the defensive back there on Hayden Fry.
An okay pass, just maybe possibly a little bit misplaced, but a nice first shot on 1st and 10.
Roche wanted to go deep. He couldn't get it, but now it's going to be 2nd down and 10 from their own, from the Sheboygan Falls 41. My mistake.
From the Sheboygan Falls, again, a 42-yard line.
Yeah, tell right there, a bit of an underthrow there by Roche.
From the 42, 2nd and 10. Let's see if Roche goes for another big throw. He's going to shorten it this time. Howard gets it past the 40. Couple yards on that pass. It's going to be 3rd down.
Only about a gain of 3 yards on that play, so it's 3rd and 7.
They're going to get to the 39.
Okay, very quick pitch and catch. 3:50 left to go in this second quarter. 14-6 is your score. Sheboygan Falls on top of Beloit Turner.
They're going to break out of the huddle. 3rd and 8, 39-yard line. 3:40 left in the first half. 14-6. Falcons lead by 8. Roche in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Hand off to Berg. And he's still on his feet, but he's taken down by the jersey.
And that'll be a gain of 3 yards, so that makes it an even more manageable 4th down. I don't mind
another run a few yards there, but they'll need they'll need quite a bit if they want to get the first down. Looks like they're going to keep the offense out. They will.
Defensive end have Dibble. He kind of held on to Berg there with one hand and just kind of dragged it back. It looked like Berg might have been able to squeak forward for a few more yards.
4th and 4, 38-yard line. They're going to go for it.
6 here for the
2 on 2, 2 on the left, 2 on the right.
14-6
1 in the backfield.
that's
Roche trying to get him thrown off. They did. Penalty flag.
hard snap.
As he'll go into the neutral zone.
Rodgers' impression there, getting the defense to jump off sides.
Got him on the hard count. It's going to be
very doable. 4th and about 1.5 coming up.
4th and 1.
Jordan Love impression.
Jordan Love.
From what I've heard, Jordan Love's hard count's been pretty deadly out there at camp with all these joint
Oh, yeah?
practices. So, if Jordan Love inherited anything from 12, it might be that hard count. So, we don't mention 12.
Hopefully.
We don't mention 12.
Hopefully, yeah. Jordan Love. I'm excited. Hey, it's going to be golden either way. The Packers are going to be great, unexpectedly, or you're going to be able to get some really cheap tickets late in the season. It's a win-win. The glass is half full.
That's what I look at it. I say it's
The refs are talking over the penalty flag, see where they want to line the ball up. And
the most excited I've been about a Packers season a little bit because last couple of years you have the expectations that they will be
it's going to be an offsides. They're going to move the ball.
just keep it free 5 yards. But yeah, a lot of unknowns, a lot of uncertainty.
Looks like they'll line the ball up. And after they wanted to go for it on 4th and 4, that's going to move the ball up a yard short of the marker. 4th and 1, 32-yard line. The Sheboygan Falls 32 with 2:39 left in the first half. Time's starting to run low, but the Trojans in good field position. They're going to go for it. Roche with the QB sneak, and it won't get it.
Roche was a little hesitant. He was dancing at the line of scrimmage when
The offensive line just
his head and get the 1 yard.
looked like they broke down, didn't give him any room, and Roche is going to get tackled in the backfield. There's going to be another 4th down turnover, 2 drives in a row.
He unfortunately didn't do what he needed to on that one, but good to see a lot of Turner Trojans kind of consoling.
Clock stopped at 2 minutes, 7 seconds.
2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Stick around for the Culvers in Beloit halftime show. Sheboygan Falls takes over once again.
Here's the Falcons, as they'll see if they can speed it up, maybe get a play into the end zone. 2-minute offense.
Some momentum here after a tough first quarter. See if they can keep it
Here's
up.
Bailing in the shotgun. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Running back in the backfield. They go with the running back on a blitz. He's going to get tackled real quick.
The size of watermelons as he was coming off the edge, and he knew it was either going to be a quarterback or a QB option keep.
Drake Moberg with the run there. He has a touchdown tonight, 3-yard touchdown run, which set up for the first score of the game for the Falcons. They got another touchdown later off of Matt Bimmel. Here's the snap. They're going to throw it. Pressure in the backfield. Open receiver.
Unfortunately goes through the midst of
That's
the man.
Sam
That was
Schiebel.
defending, and it's caught just before the first down. Actually, they're stopping the clock, so that means it was just beyond the sticks. That was a dart from down.
And it looks like they will call that a first down.
To get him picked off from Howard there, and he knows it, but man, he fit that one in to a real tight window for that first down.
So 90 seconds remain in this second half. Sheboygan
First
Falls
and 10.
From their own 43-yard
Here's the snap.
line.
Throw out right.
Again, and that's a
Out
quick
route.
pass to the outside, eluding the tackle of
And he's going to be stopped past half field. A yard or 2 short of the marker. Clock still going. 1 minute, 10 seconds left. That was made by Owen Ewald.
Second and 3 coming up after that 7-yard pitch.
Ball looks like it's going to be at the 49 in Turner territory. Less than a minute to go in the first half. Bailing in the shotgun. Snap. He's going to look for a receiver. Throw deflected.
At the line of scrimmage, I believe, getting his mitts on that one was Colby Lenjack.
The big lineman Colby Lenjack there with the deflection. And that will stop the clock. 50.1 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Your score is 14-6. Falcons with the lead by 8. They're at the Turner 49-yard line, 3rd and 2. Here's the snap. He's going to pitch it out left. Moberg get the first down. And it looks like he was stopped in bounds.
That's what why I kind of stopped the call.
And it looks like there's a timeout.
Nope, okay.
4 times at that, when those plays go to the outside.
39.9 seconds left. The ball's lined up at the Turner 41-yard line. 1st and 10, 14-6 the score. Falcons lead the Trojans by 8. It's been a good game so far. It's been a different story for both sides. The Falcons, they started the game really hot. They've fallen behind a little bit. Still leading though. The Trojans struggled early, got that touchdown, and then started struggling again a bit on offense. The last 2 drives for the Trojans, they went for it on 4th down. They could not convert neither one of the 4th down attempts on the last 2 drives, setting up for 2 4th down turnovers. The Falcons are going to try to speed this up a little bit after that timeout. 14-6 the score, 40 seconds left in the first half. Ball lined up at the 41 in Turner territory.
Turner students, parents showing out in force too. A ton of people standing along the fence. This is a great crowd.
Yeah, for 2 weeks before the season starts, it was kind of worried that the season's going to show up, people going to show up. He's here tonight, packed house.
Here's Bailing in the shotgun.
Yeah, 1st and 10 for
The snap.
Sheboygan.
Gonna look right, throws it up,
And that one was
and it's a jump ball.
that arguably
Incomplete.
could have been a defensive pass interference on the defense.
Throw for Sam Shebel. Defense behind was Leighton Davies, the safety.
I don't think we've seen a single penalty that wasn't pre-snap, have we? Maybe one
There's
holding?
been one holding, but it's been pre-snap or post-snap.
That was a jump ball there. No one could get it. As it went over the hands of Shebel. Here's the snap. Bailing, handoff. Gets a couple yards. And the clock will keep going. 26 seconds. Let's see what the Falcons do here. It looks like they want to let the clock burn, but they may go for it. Trips right. Here's the snap. Here's a deep throw.
Going deep.
It is incomplete almost.
Some Turner Trojan defenders are going to get yelled at in the locker room because the
I'll stop the clock. 9.3 seconds left.
And Leighton Davies was kind of cheating up and almost got beat deep. But luckily enough, it was
Pass intended there for Brady Schneider. Went over his hands. It's going to be incomplete.
Another timeout with a
Another timeout.
7 coming up here from the Turner Trojan 38-yard line, up 14-6. That's not what you'd expect.
Last couple plays he's passed towards the end of this half. The Falcons do want to get some type of score. A couple deep balls, one to Sam Shebel. He couldn't get that as there was some good defense by Leighton Davies. The last play, it looked like Brady Schneider there almost got around the back on the trips right. And ultimately he could not make it to the end zone. Ultimately he could not hold on to the ball. And if he was able to, he could have maybe had a play to the end zone depending on where he caught that compared to the defense.
I think he's in that defensive huddle, which is smart. I think Coach McLean is going to be like, dude, go in the end zone, and wherever the ball goes, just go bat it down. Don't try to catch it, just bat it down. I wouldn't mind it.
Well, let's see what the Falcons will do.
I mean, he's a big guy, 6'3".
It's 4th and 7 from the 38. 14-6 the score, 9 seconds left. The Falcons are going to go for one more shot for the end zone. 38 yards.
Yeah, there's really no need to get as close as some of these defenders are, quite honestly.
Here's the snap. They're going to go deep.
Yeah, now it's just
He's actually going to throw it short.
Ooh, this actually leads.
Now with 5.8 seconds left, we'll see what the Trojans do with 5 seconds left in the first half.
I know you were just on defense playing a safety, but why don't you just run as fast as you can, as far as you can? I'll try to humchuck the pill down there, and maybe something cool will happen.
5.8 seconds.
Roche is going to be able to show off his arm here if he tries to go for a deep shot. Maybe they'll do some laterals or something, but that's more of a end of the game kind of thing.
Yeah, he's a basketball player. He probably sells fouls all the time.
Looks like they're going to want to go deep.
He got hacked, man.
They got 2 on the left, two on the right, Tyshawn Teague Johnson and Cameron Ingram, 2 on the left. Looks like Howard and Fry. Here's the snap. All go routes. Deep throw. Overthrown. Intercepted.
Now you're kind of worried.
Can he return it?
Has a whole lot of green, and luckily
Roberson with the interception. And he's tackled. That's how we end the first half. JP Roche, 1 touchdown, and now 1 interception. That will end the first half. 14-6 the score. 8-point lead for the Falcons. The Trojans will get the ball to start the second half.
The second half kickoff as well. So again, your score at the break, Sheboygan Falls.
So it is now halftime. We got 10 minutes left in the halftime before we come back to the second half. The score is 14-6. Falcons lead the Trojans by 8. 3 touchdowns, 2 for the Falcons. They scored 2 rushing touchdowns. And as for the Trojans, it was a J.P. Roach connection to Tyshawn Teague Johnson deep. He got through, broke a tackle. Zay Howard with a big block and setting up for the touchdown, followed by a missed extra point. But let's take a look at last season for the Trojans. How did last season go for the Trojans compared to this season? So last season, they went 4-5. Starting the season with 3 victories last year. A Week 1 victory, 48-0 over East Troy. They were supposed to play East Troy in Week 1. Ultimately, they got rescheduled here against Sheboygan Falls. Week 2 was a 42-8 victory over St. Francis. And last year, 27-12 victory over New Glarus Monticello. That followed the next 5 weeks, a downhill approach for the Trojans as they lost the next 5 games, losing to Lodi by 1, 37-36, Columbus 53-14, Lakeside Lutheran 50-33, a shutout loss against Edgewood in Edgewood 23-0, and then a 10-point loss to Lake Mills 49-39. The final game of the season at home against Bigfoot, they won 41-0. Last year for the Trojans, they had some legends on the team last year that are no longer with us due to them graduating. Starting first at the quarterback position, Sean Fogel. Him and J.P. Roach very similar in kind of their background and how they got here. Both entered Turner their junior years for football, coming from Arizona, both of them. Fogel last year played in 8 of the 9 games the Trojans had. He threw 2,114 passing yards, had a 60.3 completion percentage, completing 140 of his 232 attempts, and he had 27 touchdown passes to 3 interceptions. That sets up for a total of a 123.7 quarterback rating. That's pretty good. He had a really good season last year in his final year with Turner before this year bringing J.P. Roach on. Who were the receivers last year? Who were the guys before this year's set of receivers? Guys like Cameron Ingram, Hayden Fry, Tyshawn Teague Johnson, and Zay Howard. Well, Tyler Sutherland, who was a big basketball star, was quite the receiver on the gridiron. He had 1,005 receiving yards in 55 receptions and 16 touchdown catches. The second receiver that Fogel really liked to go to was Will Lauterbach. He caught 48 passes for 814 yards and 10 touchdown receptions. The third main guy, Connor Hughes, was a Swiss Army knife for the Trojans squad. He was the backup quarterback. He played in 4 games, throwing 25 passes, completing 11, and throwing 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception. He threw 205 passing yards. He was their second best rusher as well. Hughes was 170 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Hughes also caught 23 balls, 267 yards, and 5 touchdown receptions. Who was the main guy in the running game? Jace Kurth. Jace Kurth ran the ball 158 times, 784 yards, and 5 touchdown rushes. This Trojans team was very good at passing the ball last year. They were more of a pass-heavy team compared to the running. But as for Sheboygan Falls last season, we're looking at last season, by the way, because it is Week 1. These two teams, they look very new, very fresh. Sheboygan Falls looked like more of a run-heavy team last year. Their quarterback last year was Dane Nikolai. He played in all 10 games for Sheboygan Falls. By the way, Sheboygan Falls played the extra game because of the playoffs. They made it to the playoffs, and they ultimately lost in the first round, I believe, to Campbell Sport. Yes, they lost 61-28 in the first round of the playoffs to Campbell Sport, but Dane Nikolai last year was the receiver before, the quarterback, my mistake, before Evan Bailing. Bailing was the backup. He only played 2 games. Both those games he threw 1 pass each. 2 for 2 last season, 1 touchdown, 22 yards. But Dane Nikolai, their quarterback last year, had a 56.5 completion percentage, 1,801 passing yards, 16 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. For the running game, Caleb Plyer last year was on the squad for the Falcons. He was very good. 1,014 rushing yards, 17 touchdown runs. Their second best rusher was their quarterback, Dan Nikolai. 100 attempts on the ground, 291 rushing yards, and 5 touchdowns. Emmett Crowder, the main receiver. This just shows you that the Falcons were a run-heavy team last year. Crowder was their number 1 receiver, and he only had 594 receiving yards and 30 receptions, 9 touchdowns. Austin Gerbert last year as well, another receiver the Falcons had the previous season at 389 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. Last year there was a lot of targets the Falcons had. This year, we'll see. The Trojans kind of narrowed it down to a few guys. The Falcons, on the other hand, last year spread the ball out. Gerbert, like I mentioned, 389 yards. Reed Federer, 327 yards. Seth Rode, 311 receiving yards. Even Caleb Plyer got some touches, not just on the ground, but through the air. He had 107 yards receiving. Let's take a quick look at these two teams' schedules, as we have a long season ahead for both sides. For the Trojans, Week 1 against Sheboygan Falls. It was supposed to be East Troy initially. It got canceled and moved here to Turner against Sheboygan Falls. Week 2, next week they'll play on the road against Clinton. In Week 3, a rival here in the Capital Conference, they'll be on the road against New Glarus Monticello. Then they'll host Lodi, on the road against Columbus, at home against Lakeside Lutheran, home again against Edgewood, and the last 2 games are road games against Lake Mills and Bigfoot. That's the Trojan season. And for the Falcons, host obviously on the road against Turner here in Week 1. Week 2 they'll play against Kiel. Then they're playing Berlin. Then they meet Ripon on the road, Waupun at home, Port Washington on the road, Kettle Moraine Lutheran at home, Kewaskum on the road, and then Plymouth at home. So it's a bit of back and forth travel from home and the road after they play Berlin in Week 3 at home. So they only have one time this entire season they have back-to-back games at home, and that's going to be Kiel and Berlin the next 2 weeks for Sheboygan Falls. Last year, Sheboygan Falls, their schedule looked like this. They played Brown Deer Week 1. They won 56-18. They won Week 2 on the road against Kiel 39-34 in a close one. They lost the next 2 games, Plymouth 36-22. Then they lost in Berlin 36-6. A win against Ripon 27-6. A loss at Waupun 42-0. A victory against Port Washington. Then they lost the last 2 games of the regular season. Kettle Moraine 42-21. Kewaskum 42-28. And then they made the playoffs with a winning record of 5-4, but they lost, ultimately ending the season an ultimate record of 5-5. They lost to Campbell Sport in a blowout, 61-28. But so far tonight, it's been a close game. We got 2 minutes left before the end of halftime. The score 14-6. Falcons with the lead. They've been running the ball a lot. The Trojans have been starting to pass a little bit more, but they still have a lot to buff out in the imperfections that they weren't able to, figure out during practice, it looks like. But there's a lot that these 2 teams got to figure out. It's still only Week 1. There's only so much you can find out during practice and during camps, but the Trojans getting back out on the field. They're going to warm up a bit, and then we're going to be back for the second half, as the Trojans will get the ball to start the second half after Sheboygan Falls got the ball to kick this game off. JP Roach has not been bad here in his first game of varsity football with Turner. He has a touchdown pass, but he also has an interception. The last play of the first half was not the best. Roach connected deep down the field with a man in the opposite colored jersey. I believe that was Trey Roberson, who plays a mix of wide receiver and defensive back, and he's even gotten some touches on the ground as well in the running game. But we'll see, the Trojans going to warm up a bit. Coach is coming back out. some of the players on the sideline tonight. Some players that are missing. Elijah Terrell, who's a big basketball star, is out here in week 1. Devin Losey, who's mainly known for his, he's a big football guy. He's out here in week 1. There's a few other names we're missing, but see what the Trojans can do. Like we mentioned, ball starts the second half, trailing by 8. If they get another touchdown, especially within striking distance of 8 points, the question is, will you go for the extra point, make it a 1-point game, or will you trust the 2-point conversion attempt to tie the game after that missed extra point in the first scoring drive the Trojans had from that pass from Roche to Tyshawn Teague Johnson, and then a missed extra point out of TJ Nowak.
This is the Culvers and Malloy halftime show. Be sure to stick around at the end of this game for the Rock Hard post-game show.
We have another few minutes before halftime is over.
Results-driven, focused.
Okay, we're about out of halftime. Score 14-6. Falcons lead. It's been quite a close game, but the Trojans have a lot to work on. So do the Falcons. They have had some inconsistencies. That's what you're going to do in week 1. You're going to figure out the imperfections and try to make them as perfect as you can by the time we get to the 9th and final week of the season. Here we go, 8-point game. Trojans will get the ball to start this second half after the Falcons got the ball in the first half. They score 14-6, 8-point game. Falcons, both their touchdown drives have come off of runs, while the one and only touchdown for the Trojans has come off a pass. The pass pass going from JP Roach to Tyshawn Teague Johnson. So it looks like they're setting up. Sheboygan Falls still in the huddle as they're going to try to set up the game plan here early in this second half. They're going to try to push the tempo and hold on to the lead. As they have a one-drive lead, 8 points. If the Trojans could score a touchdown, they're going to try, maybe go for the 2-point conversion to tie it after a missed extra point in the first drive. Their first scoring drive, their only scoring drive. We'll see what the Trojans can do here now. See if they can come back. It is Mason Japp who will kick it away. Kickoff, second half underway. And he squibbed it down. There's the cover, fumbled. It's in a pile. Trojans will keep it. That recovery made there by Jade Kasik. He's a sophomore, 205 pounds, 5'11". And he tried to hold on to the football there. The ball went right into his hands. He ultimately
He's all smiles right now as Coach McLean just
did not have the
I don't think he coached him up too much.
best job there.
Hey, you might only get one chance to run the foot.
He wasn't anticipating that. Doesn't happen too often.
And here we go.
So first and 10.
JP Roach will line up in the shotgun. Trojans going to try to tie this game up. Hand off to Berg. From the 39, they're going to get about a yard or two. And it's going to be second down and 8 from the 42.
Credit to the Sheboygan Falls defensive front. They have not made life easy for these Trojan running backs.
That is 14-6, so Boyd Turner does have to make up some points.
Roach going to get some words from McLean. They may switch up the offense. We'll see. A lot of shotgun formation, not just run by Turner, but by Sheboygan Falls. 2 receivers out on the left, 1 on the right. 2 men in the backfield, fullback and a running back. Hand off to Berg. He's going to get it to around the 45. He tried to reach for the 46. We'll see. Looks like they're going to place the ball at the 45. It's going to be third down. At around the 45, 46-yard line. Not the 45. It's about 3rd and 4.
And a long 4, a 4.5 here.
They need to get the ball at around the 49, the 50 for the first. Here's the snap. Roach looking for a pass. He's going to scramble right, use the legs, throws it up. Johnson, is he in? Yes, he is. First down. Kept the body in. Great hands. Held the ball in. Great possession. Absolutely incredible, and he gets a first down there. And you have to give a lot of credit there to Roche, too. A lot of pressure in the backfield. He scrambled out right, used the legs, and beat the defenders, and just threw it right into the perfect spot. And Tyshawn Teague Johnson went up and came down with the ball inbounds. Roach going to line up in the shotgun. Quick throw out right on the screen. And that's going to be Cameron Ingram. Gets a couple yards. It's going to be second down.
Throw out quickly to Cameron Ingram. Wait for 2 yards. We're actually going to mark this back just a little bit further than I thought. But yeah,
looks like he's going to get maybe a couple yards on that. Second down.
Pass and missed the block on the wide receiver screen.
Second and 8 from the 39.
As this season goes,
in football, you can move.
If they want to get a first down, they're going to need to get the ball at around the 31 for the first down.
So trips to the left.
Second 8. Here's the snap. Roche looks deep. Johnson open! Holds on. First down and goal. Tyshawn Teague Johnson who's the basketball star. First year of football in high school, and he's already showing off.
First possession for Beloit Turner in this third quarter.
He beat the defender great over the middle.
They are in business in a big way.
Great route running and great hands there to hold on.
Touchdown was one of them, and that one another huge gain.
And now it's going to be 1st and goal at the 9
And the
in
cornerback
Falcons territory.
out there guarding Tyshawn T. Johnson is like
Trips left, snap, quick
throw.
throw, Ingram catches, goes around the side, touchdown Trojans! Cameron Ingram, the junior. And just like that, 2-point game. We'll see what they do here, extra pointer, 2-point conversion. My guess, maybe the 2-point conversion after the missed extra point. We'll see. Oh, player limping off the field a little bit, Hayden Fry. Looked like he was limping a bit there. They're going to bring in a sub for Fry. That's Noah Mosa, another senior receiver, 6'4", quite tall. He's got some good speed. He's quite the basketball player himself. I think that's what they're going to do. I think they want it. Yep, 2-point conversion. They're going to huddle. And if they can knock this put this ball in, they can tie the game up.
Roche will be breaking the huddle.
Roche in the shotgun snap. He's going to look to pass to the end zone. Yes! Slant to Zay Howard. And the game is tied at 14 with 8:47 left in the third quarter. Right off the bat, coming out of the halftime, struggles in the first half, and all good in the second half. Great start. JP Roach showing some great improvement. Didn't have the best first half. The whole team didn't have a great first half. But they made up for it, and now it is a tied game at 14 apiece.
The winning number is 7-6-5-0.
JP Roach with another touchdown, his second touchdown pass of the game. First one he found Tyshawn T. Johnson. That second drive he found Johnson quite well, but the end zone was found by Cameron Ingram on a screen play, and now it's a tied game, 14-14. Here's the kickoff by Nowak. Here's the return by number 7. That's Owen Ewald. He's going to get the ball to around the 40, maybe the 41. Just like that, the Falcons will have the football after not a great start in the second half for the Falcons. They're going to look to see if they can score another touchdown and take the lead once again. The Falcons have not found themselves trailing at all in this game. 2 rushing touchdowns, one by number 3, Drake Moberg. The other one by the other running back, Matt Bimmel. Evan Bailing going to line up in the shotgun for the Falcons. Here's the snap. Play action. Throw. Deflected. Colby Lenjak gets the hands on it. Great play by Lenjak, and jumped up. If he maybe got his hands on it better, he could have had an interception. That's a good start to the drive for the Trojans defense. Right side, Howard's going to get close to his receiver. Left side, they're going to give some room. Here's the shotgun snap. It's high snap. I think it's recovered by the Trojans. Let's see what they say. They're going to... Trojans got it. Trojans get the football. A bad snap. It was open for anyone to grab, and the Trojans got it. And now the Trojans have the chance to take their first lead of the night.
From the Falcons' 40-yard line.
Trojans buffed out some imperfections, not just on offense, but it looked like the defense improved there too to start off in their first drive out on the field, their first defensive drive.
Fumble and a recovery there for the Trojans, and they are right back.
And now they have possession of the football at the 40. They're at the Sheboygan Falls 40. Good field position to start the second drive of the second half. Here's the snap. Bad snap, but Berg will pick it up. Gets it to the line of scrimmage.
And turning what could have been a disastrous play, a gain of about 1. Actually, they're going to mark it right back at the 40.
And it's going to be 2nd and 10. They need to get the ball to the 30 for a first down.
Lose possession of the football. Clock continues to work. 8:08 on the
8 minutes
scoreboard.
left in the third quarter.
Apiece. Sheboygan Falls.
Trojans have the chance to take their first lead of the night. Here's Roche in the shotgun. 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Here's the snap. Berg going to get it to about the 39, 38-yard line. Third down.
I know they want to establish the run here, but if the pass game is
Going to correct myself on the last drive. It was 2 on the right, 1 on the left, not 2 on the left, 1 on the right.
Maybe use the pass to set up the run a little bit.
Roche will talk a little bit with the offensive coordinator, DeMarcus English. They're going to try to make a play here. Gain of 1 on that last play. 3rd and 9 at the 39 in Falcons territory. Here's Roche in the shotgun. Trips left. Here's the snap. Going to look for a receiver. Goes deep. Touchdown T. Johnson pushed. But there's a pass interference. That's a flag. They're going to definitely call that a PI. That's going to be a defensive PI. They bumped off of him.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys.
And the Trojans should get an automatic first down. Yes, they will.
Automatic first down there.
But it is going to be interesting to see what type of adjustment the offense
It was 3rd down. That was a pretty good play, but just two defensive backs on him, and one of them just got too pushy there, preventing him from making a fair play for the ball, and that's what set up for the refs to throw out the yellow marker. Here's Roche in the shotgun. Trips left still. He's going to look to throw. Goes deep. It's gone! What a catch! Zay Howard! He holds on! Zay Howard! Head tops the defensive back, and the Trojans take their first lead of the night. Howard last year was great on defense. This year, he's going to show off the hands on offense there. Last year, he was a ball hawk as a defensive back, and here in week 1, showing off the hands as he makes a big catch. They're going to kick the extra point. Nowak, who missed the first extra point attempt he had on that first touchdown drive. That one's going to be snapped bad. He's going to recover it, but it's going to remain 20-14. 2 bad extra point attempts. First one was a missed extra point. The second one was a bad snap.
So now it's only a 6-point game, so it leaves the door.
Your score 20-14. Trojans with the lead. Great play by J.P. Roach, connecting deep to Zay Howard in the end zone. He caught it over the defensive back. And now your score, 20-14 Trojans. They had a bad extra point attempt. The first extra point attempt they had in this game was a missed extra point by Nowak. That time was a bad snap. So they have 2 missed extra point attempts. Their second touchdown drive, though, which was the touchdown pass to Cam Ingram, they went for the 2-point conversion, got that. So They may go for another 2-point conversion next drive. We'll see exactly what happens. Here's the kickoff. We're picked up at about the 20. It's going to get it to around the 30. About a 10-yard return. And the Falcons will have it 1st and 10 in their own territory. That last drive for the Trojans is really good, and they played really good on defense last time the Falcons got the ball, so we'll see what they can do here and try to stop Sheboygan Falls again if they can. Trojans already showing some great electricity here in week 1 with a new head coach in Grant McLean, new quarterback in JP Roach, a lot of young players. And they have a really good group of leaders, really good group of seniors. Seniors, guys like Zay Howard and Tyshawn Teague Johnson and Anthony Hamilton, Kobe Lenjak. Here's the snap. Big run by Evan Beeling on the run option. Looks like he'll get a first down to about the 41. The tackle there by the safety, Leighton Davies, the junior. It's about 10, 11 yards. Looks like it will be about 11 yards, and it's going to be 1st and 10 to the 41. 11-yard run there by Evan Bailing. He's been quite mobile here in this game. A lot of run options, and usually those run options go into the hands of end up in the hands of the quarterback, and he's been showing off his legs great. Very mobile quarterback. Here's the snap. They're going to go another run option. He gets another first down. Past the 50, gets it to around the 45 maybe. There's a penalty. That's going to be a personal foul there on Sheboygan Falls there. Oh, it's on Turner.
Personal foul.
I'm a bit surprised.
I mean, we obviously can't hear it, but it is signaled on Beloit Turner.
Oh, we know it's a personal foul. We don't know what kind of personal foul, but it is a personal foul. It looked like Sheboygan Falls was going to be one with the penalty, but they ultimately call it to Turner, meaning not just is there a first down for the Falcons, there's more added on. Coach McLean out on the field does not look happy about that one.
Yeah, McLean's looking for one, and he's not satisfied, that's for sure. But it's 1st and 10 now from the
Falcons.
31-yard line.
They're now closer to the end zone with that. Here's the snap. Another run option. He's going to get it up to about the 25. Maybe a little bit past the 25. It's going to be 2nd down. We'll have the ball at the 24. 2nd and 3.
That's like his shortest gain thus far in this drive. So Belling, shotgun formation. One wide receiver left, one to the right.
Here's Bailing.
Off the middle and
he's going to be taken down right there at the line of scrimmage.
No extracurriculars, just every player going well beyond the whistle there. You know,
It looks like there's going to be no gain on it. 3rd and 3. 24-yard line.
But if you watch them for the remainder of the game,
They are in field goal range, so if they can't score, if they can't convert the first here, convert the third, get a 3rd down conversion here, we'll see if they can maybe go for a first. If they decide not to go for the first, they're going to go for the field goal. Here's Bailing. Gets it out back, and it looks like he should get a first down. There's a little bit of extra. And no penalty flag there. Matt Bimmel got the ball in the picture that time. Matt Bimmel does have a touchdown run in this game. 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. The ball's at the 18. 4:50 left here in the 3rd quarter. 20-14 your score. Ball at the 18. Here's the snap. Bailing, another run option play, and he's going to take it. He's going to keep going. And he looks like he'll get a first down there.
And I mean, it seems obvious. It's going to be a quarterback option keep.
And that's what you'll do, first down. And the ball's going to be at the 3.
First and goal from the 3-yard
They've had a couple touchdowns the last 2 times they've gotten into the red zone. This far into the red zone, they've scored. There's a snap, another run option. He's through for a Falcons touchdown. Evan Bailing uses the legs, showing his best Lamar Jackson here tonight, and he's going to get it in. Ties the game up, and they're going to go for the extra point to take the lead by 1 if they can knock it through. 4:22 left in the third quarter of play. 20-20 your score. It's going to be Mason Japp kicking the extra point for the Falcons.
So really the only tape you have to go off is if you can get any scrimmage tape from what they did the week before. So maybe
The hold of the kick up and good, and the Falcons take a 1-point lead. 21-20 your score with 4:22 left in the third quarter.
because I would have to imagine.
Well, it's 21-20, third quarter, 4:22 left, and the Falcons, who just scored another rushing touchdown, this time off the legs of the quarterback, Evan Bailing. Let's see what the Falcons can do here on the kickoff. We'll see if they can make life a little bit harder for the Trojans. Here's the kickoff from Mason Japp. And another kind of fumbled return ultimately gets into the hands of a Turner player past the 30. And now to start the third quarter, start the second half, the Trojans scored touchdowns both drives. And now they're looking to score a third straight touchdown to regain the lead. They currently trail by 1 point with 4:18 left in this third quarter. JP Roach, who has been playing pretty good here in this second half, he's going to look to keep it going. It's going to be trips right.
Now Lloyd Turner will break the huddle with a trips right. That is Roche.
First down, snap, Roche. Hands off to Berg, trying to find a hole. Try to go around the back and ultimately goes nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 at the 32.
From the Trojans, they're on that offensive line. Roche has to go up and get it. It takes longer to get into the belly of running back.
Looks like they'll
impacts everything. It's a bit of a
send out someone off the field.
bit of a high snap impact to play.
Send out Deacon Kraus off the offensive line. They'll make a substitution. And this time they're going to put trips left. They're going to flip it. Tyshawn Teague Johnson, the lone receiver on the right. Berg's going to line up in the backfield to the right of Roche. Play action. Quick throw. Overthrown almost. Picked off. Roche is going to go over, talk to Johnson. Johnson didn't really look for the ball. Almost picked off there by Andrew Stroessner, the defensive back. 3:28 left in the third quarter, 21-20 the score. Roche going to go into the huddle, lead his guys out as they're going to try to convert here on third down and get a first down, keep this drive going. If they don't get it, more likely than not, it's going to have to be a punt with the field position they're in right now. Bit of miscommunication. It's Noah Mosa is going to line up on the slot right. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Here's a snap. Roche going to look left. Goes deep. It is incomplete. It was batted. But it looked like Fry could have called that. Looked like he could have caught that, but it's going to be incomplete. It's going to be 4th down.
Looking for 6, and had he secured it,
Fry almost had that.
Safety coming over and batting that one away.
Looks like they're going to have to punt it. JP Roche going to be out. Not just as easy playing quarterback, he's punting as well tonight. And he's been punting the ball pretty good every time they've sent out the punting team. A little bit of a short little punt, but not too bad. Gets it to the 44. Picked up there by number 24, Aiden Miller. And ultimately, the ball's going to be placed at the 44. First and 10.
How are they marking it way up there?
They're giving the ball forward. Wow. Knee hits about 3 yards further back, near the 40 and 41.
Here comes Evan Bailing in his Sheboygan Falls offense. Falcons lead by 1. They want to extend this lead, whether it's a field goal, a touchdown, whatever they can do. Puts a little bit more pressure as time's starting to run a little low here in the third quarter. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left.
21-20,
Here's Bailing in the shotgun. Another run option. He gets taken down. A little bit of grab of the jersey on the quarterback, but it's going to be taken down around short of half field. Someone's down. Oh, it's right back up. That's Bailing. There's another player down. That's a Trojan.
One of the Sheboygan Falls players in
that's some good sportsmanship right there.
Taking who's ever injured down on the field and just going, dude, I'll stretch you out. So that's good. Things aren't getting chippy by any means down on the field, but they sit there.
Really good sportsmanship as the running back there, Drake Moberg, is helping out the defensive player with a bit of a stretch. He's going to be back up. That looks like that was number 36 for the Trojans. That's Chris Spencer, the sophomore linebacker. Very big for a sophomore, 6 foot tall, 205 pounds. They're going to have to sub him out.
He's already cramping up as he's coming over to the side.
They're going to sub him out for Elijah Kasich, the senior. They're going to put him in at the linebacker. The snap. Bailing hands it off. Pretty good run. We'll get it past the 45. We'll get a first down.
5 for the first, got about 8. And that's now inside of Lloyd Turner Trojan territory.
Drake Moberg
Sheboygan Falls 21-20.
really using not just the legs, but also his big body to get in there and put the ball in for the first down. Here's Bailing. Snap. Goes left. Pitches to Moberg. He's going to get a big hit there on Carter Fernandez.
I thought he was ushered out of bounds at about the 44, but apparently he tiptoed the sidelines and got inside the 40.
He may get a couple yards, some yards out of that. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Gain of 6 on that last play to the 38 in Turner territory. Bailing's going to line up shotgun. One receiver on the left, one on the right. Running back in the backfield and the fullback. Snap, handoff, Moberg. Gets it first down and a little bit of more.
They're just churning out yards right to the teeth of this Beloit Turner defense.
This is showing something that the Trojans need to work on this year is their ability to stop the run. They've had a tough time so far stopping the run game, especially in the run options, which there's been a lot of run options and a lot have went into the hands of the quarterback at the end of the play, and they have not been able to stop that the best. Another handoff. And another few yards there. Pretty good run there by Drake Moberg, the senior running back. Moberg is 6 foot tall, 180 pounds. Maybe not the biggest running back, but certainly shown that he's got more power than what he looks like he has. Another handoff. It's actually going to be a run option. And Bailing going to go. First down. Oh. Looks like they're going to call off the play. Yeah, they're going to give it. Yep. Looks like they kept the play going, and it's going to be a first down at the 12. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's the snap. Handoff, Moberg gets a hole. He's through. Falcons touchdown. Falcons with their 4th touchdown of the game, their 4th rushing touchdown of the game, and it's a 7-point game, 27-20. There's been one problem for the Trojans defense. It's been stopping the run game. They've looked pretty solid in stopping the pass game, but the run game has not been good for the Trojans, for their defense. They've not been able to figure it out, especially on the run options to Bailing. Here's the snap, the kick, up and through. 28-20, 8-point game. Falcons lead the Trojans with 1:06 left in the 3rd quarter of play. Okay, so the Falcons about ready to kick it off again as they scored another big touchdown. And now it's 28-20, 8-point game. The Trojans still have plenty of time. There's a minute left in the 3rd quarter, and then obviously another full quarter of football. They're going to try to see what they can do here. Trail by 8. They scored 2 touchdowns to kick off this 2nd half. See if they can get another one here in the 2nd half. Here's the kickoff. Short little squib kick. It looked like they're going to call the play dead there. The Trojans will have the ball.
28-20, Sheboygan
1st down and
falls
10
on top of
for
Boyd
Turner.
After back-to-back touchdowns by the Falcons over the Trojans. That kickoff was fielded by
Here comes J.P. Roach leading his offense back out again. Roach going to get in the huddle and see what he can do.
And Sheboygan Falls has answered in
1st and 10 from the 29.
1:04 left to go in this 3rd quarter. 1st and 10.
Trojans trail by 8, 1:04 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Roche in the shotgun. 2 receivers on the right. Here's the snap. Handoff. Berg, the junior, jumps, tried to hurdle him, but he ultimately got hit in midair. Gets a couple yards out of that. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Limited to just 2 yards.
2nd and 8 roughly. It was about a 2-yard gain.
It looked like he was going to have a lot of field on that far side of the field, but Roberson comes up, flies out.
They're going to say that's about a gain of 1, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 31-yard line. 34 seconds and counting. The clock is running.
30 seconds left to go.
30 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Roche breaks the huddle.
Roche in the shotgun, 2 on the right. Here's the snap. Roche going to roll right, passes to the big man Spencer, and he's going to run over the defenders. He gets to about the 50. Chris Spencer, the fullback, big sophomore, and it looks like he's going to limp to the sideline. Impressive play that he's going to lay down. Hopefully he's all right after that. Going to stretch him out a bit, but he got off the field. They're going to move the ball a little bit further to the 49, about the 48, 49-yard line. After a really good play, the Trojans going to have a 1st down. That's going to end the 3rd quarter as they still trail by 8. 28-20 the score. Sheboygan Falls Falcons over the Beloit Turner Trojans. So we got another 12 minutes of football left. Well, we're back. Final quarter of football. 12 minutes to go. Trojans trail the Falcons by 8. 28-20. The score. Trojans, who have been playing quite well, have had a tough go of it there at the end of the third quarter. Roach going to start this third quarter. Ball deflected. It's going to get away. It's going to be second down and 10 from the 48. That was almost caught, but ultimately the ball just too far away from him. Roach going to talk a little bit with Coach English there, the offensive coordinator. They're going to try to set something up here on offense. On 2nd and 10. From their own 48-yard line, couple yards short of half field. They're going to have to get the ball to around the 42 if they want the first down. Here's Roach in the shotgun. Jet sweeps. Howard's going to go. Gets it past half field around the 49. They should be in Falcons territory, just inside of Falcons territory. And it's going to be third and about... Where are they going to mark this ball? The 47's where they're going to mark it. It's going to be 3rd and 6 from the Falcons 47. So they've moved into the other side of the field. We have 11 minutes 45 seconds left in the game. Here's JP Roche. The snap. Sweeped. Berg on a wheel route. He catches it. He'll get a first down, but there is a flag. It was thrown out back, so we'll see what the penalty is going to be.
Yeah, it looks like it's a holding on Malloy Turner as, the running back, as we saw earlier in the game, Brody Berg going on the
Ref's going to look it over. They're going to give us the call.
It's a
Holding offense. So that first down wheel route, really good play there by Brody Berg, ultimately was for nothing. As they'll lose yards, and they're going to go for it again on 3rd down, but this time it's going to be about 3rd. It's going to be quite deep. They're going to have a long ways to go now if they want a first down here.
Side of the field by like the left tackle when that throw went way to the right side of the field.
Ball's going to be spotted at around the 40, about the 30, 37, 36, 37, 38. It's going to be 3rd and 20. About 3rd and 20. They're going to have a long ways to go. Here's the snap. Roche going to throw it up. Hayden Fry! Oh! It missed Fry. He almost had that. It was a good throw, but ultimately he could not track it down. And it's going to be 4th down. I think we see a penalty flag out there. I believe they're looking over something. Here's a penalty. Another Trojans penalty.
I'm thinking, we're not risking another one of those. You got to punt it away.
Smart call there from Sheboygan Falls
I'm going to call a holding there, and we'll decline it. If they accepted it, it would have been more yards lost and another 3rd down attempt, but you can't risk anything there. Fry getting some comfort there on the sideline from his teammates. That was not the best of plays, but this game's not over. Here's the punt by Roche. Recovered there by Brady Schneider. He's still going. He's still going. Schneider gets around Roche.
That one is going to be a
touchdown. Falcons touchdown on the punt return. And now it's a 2-drive game with 11 minutes left. It's 34-20, 14 points, 2 touchdowns exactly that the Trojans are going to have to make up, but the Falcons are going to come out, kick the extra point, and maybe make this a 15-point game if they can knock it through. That was a really good return there by Brady Schneider.
when you only have the quarterback slash
Got around the right.
And Schneider outweighs
Got around the punter, the quarterback slash punter, JP Roche.
Points on that punt return. 34.
Here's Mason Japp out with the quarterback Evan Bailing, who will hold the snap. Will hold the ball upon the snap. Here's the snap. Bailing with the hold. Kick by Japp. Gets it right through. And it's 35-20. 11 minutes left in the game. It's a 2-drive game. If the Trojans want to tie this thing up, they're going to need 2 touchdowns and at least one extra 2-point conversion if they want to tie it up. We're back after the big punt return touchdown by Brady Schneider. And now it's 35-20. Falcons lead the Trojans by 15 with 11 minutes left in the game. Still a lot of time, but the Trojans can't make any mistakes now if they want any hope. Mason Japp will kick it off. A little bit of a line drive kick. Here's a big return. That may be a return back. And he's going to get it out past the 30 into Sheboygan Falls territory. That's Braden Ward, the junior, with a big return. And just like that, that'll make the Trojans' life a little bit easier here. Got it just past the 30, it looked like. And now the Trojans, this is going to make everything a little bit easier. A scoring drive here and maybe a big stop on defense can set this up perfectly for Beloit. Roach will line up in the shotgun. 2 on the left, 2 on the right, running back in the backfield. They got Ward out there in the slot on the left. Hands off to Berg. Tackled in the backfield. No gain there. Looks like he may have lost a couple. Second down. Not a good start to the drive for the Trojans, but they're going to try to set something up here on second down. Second and 12, loss of 2 on that last run by Berg at the 33 in Sheboygan Falls territory.
That has been slicing through that offensive line all night long. Number 64 in the backfield.
Here's Roche in the shotgun. Snap. Gonna throw it quick, outright. Screen to Ingram. He's gonna get a pretty good play there. Solid gain. It's gonna be third down, but it's gonna be quite manageable.
Reception, I should say. No, third and very manageable. 3rd and 7 coming up here. Sean, quick
note, around the 26, 25, 26-yard line.
That thing looks like there's a light. It is lit up. Even in the sunshine, it looked like.
3rd and 7, 26-yard line. Here's Roche in the shotgun. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Little bit spread out on the left. Here's a quick throw. Ward dropped it from the slot on the out route. He can't hold on. And it's going to be 4th down.
They'll set up a 4th down, 4th and 7 here for Beloit Turner.
And we'll see what they do here.
26-yard line, trailing by 15, 35-29.
There's 9 minutes, 23 seconds left. And it's a 15-point game, 35-20 for the Falcons. They lead. Trojans with the ball right now. They have to try to do something here. And they're going to go for it. They're going to go on that 2-on-2 look again with 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and the running back in the backfield. Roche has to get it here. Deep, overthrown. They will not be able to convert, and it's going to be Falcons football. Trojans defense going to get back out there. The Falcons offense, they don't need points now. 9:17 left. They have a manageable lead, 15 points. They just need to try to see what they can do to milk the clock down.
Yeah, 3 and out.
Burn it down and
on downs, unfortunately. So now
hope that the Trojans don't try to get something here. It's going to be a lot of running here in this last 9 minutes for the Falcons. If they're going to play it smart, not going to try to risk anything with the pass.
Bellin and Drake Moberg up 15.
Here's Evan Bailing. Snap. Handoff. Moberg.
Immediately met by a whole host.
Going to go nowhere.
Defenders, so no one's given up quite yet.
He's going to be tackled
I mean, heck, you force a quick 3 and out here.
in the backfield. That was not Moberg. That was Matt Bimmel. Went nowhere. There's second down. They're going to go quick here. Bailing's going to go under center.
Yeah, 2nd and 13 here.
1st and 13 after the loss of 3. Bailing will take it. He's going to fight. Gets it around to the marker, it looked like. That 10-yard marker. Probably got a pass at it, looked like actually. Yes, he did. 3rd and 8 from the 27. They need 8 yards for the first. If they don't get it here, they can punt it safely without having to worry, as they still have that big lead. Evan Bailing in the shotgun. Trips right. One receiver on the left, running back in the backfield. He's going to look right. He's going to throw it quick, deflected. Great play there by Jackson Walenga, the sophomore, the linebacker.
But, yeah, just doing what he needed to do. And, again, hey, forcing a quick punt here.
Just like that, it's going to be 4th and 8.
Minutes left in this game, down by 15. Crazier things have happened.
They're going to punt it.
Nice return here. Should have yourself in good field position.
It's going to run out right. Going to punt it up. That's a very short punt. And it's going to roll out of bounds. Around the 46 in Turner territory. That's not bad field position. And with 7:55 left in the game, Trojans have to score quick. And if this drive goes too long, they may have to go for the onside kick. If they can score quick, they can safely kick it away and hope they get the ball back without giving up any points.
One of those here. Get another defensive stop. Another touchdown. Boom. Time to sucker up.
You have no room for error now in this one. No more 3 and outs.
We're going to talk a little bit. They may send Carter Fernandez out there, it looks like. It's mainly been on defense tonight. I don't think they're going to send him out. Looks like they won't. A little bit of miscommunication on the sideline there, but
Yeah, no, I don't.
35-20, your score. 15-point lead for the Falcons, and the Trojans have to do something now.
It really looks like they're
not.
Like super far up almost.
Looks like they haven't moved it down marker from the original punt.
Holding?
I think they called a penalty.
The officials talking with Coach McLean, and
So I'm seeing which way that holding is going, but if I had to guess on Coach McLean's reaction.
it
Looks
might
like
be
they
a
have
holding
some
on the return, so maybe it'll be 10 yards.
Miscommunication. They may have, looked like they called a penalty. Never saw the marker on the return.
Yeah, I have no idea how this could be.
It looked like they called a
Holding is the call,
holding. I think the
and they have yet to point in their direction. I think they're just going to
replay the.
It's a first down for sure.
They gave
How is that even possible?
holding
How
on
is
the
that
Trojans.
defensive
They're going to
holding
allow.
result in a first down on a punt? If
Yeah, they're
anything,
gonna allow
it would be at
the-
end of the return, you would think.
They're going to allow the Falcons to keep the ball. First down on what looked like to be a holding call on the punt. Bailing going to hand it off to Bimmel. He's going to go around the left. Gets a first down and more past half field.
Getting a big gain. Oh, here's a makeup holding call.
Matt Bimmel, there's another.
What an arbitrary.
I think they may have thrown another flag out there. Yes, they did. Holding on the offense, and that first down run will be all for naught. Still going to be first down, but it's going to be first and deep.
But even still, that I don't know. Offensive holding either way on Sheboygan Falls, so that does back them up to 10 yards. But
that first down run did not matter. They're going to lose about 10 yards. It's going to be first and 20 from around the 30.
Head scratching stuff here, but it's now first and 20.
7:47 left in the game. Evan Bailing in the shotgun.
Belling's in the shotgun.
Here's the snap.
Keeps it on the quarterback.
He's going to run around the right. Slides a little bit.
A little wet patch of turf.
It's going to be second down and still deep.
The important thing is Sheboygan Falls is just going to take some time off that clock.
We're going to start seeing a lot of maybe sellout blitzes here from this Trojan defense. You got to maybe try to make something happen, create a little havoc. If you're trying to give yourself a chance here.
It's second and 19 at the 31. 7:16 left in the game. They're going to try to burn this clock down as much as they can. Here's a snap by Bailing. Going to hand off to Bimmel. And he's going to go nowhere. Tackled in the backfield, maybe at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be third down. They're going to set Brody Berg off the field, probably bringing a sub for him. It's going to be a loss of 1 on that play, third and 20. Here's the snap. Bailing's going to throw. He airs it out. Overthrown. No one in sight. Leighton Davies was the closest man to the ball, the safety, but he couldn't get there to get the interception.
With high school football, doesn't matter if you're a perennial D1 power or you're playing your first year in D7 football. Nobody in high school football knows how to control the clock. You're up by 15, you hurry to the line on offense, and then you throw an.
It's going to be 4th and 20 at the 27. They're going to punt this away. Punt here by Joe Payne. It's going to run out right. Punts it. Oh, short punt. Bounces.
And settle inside Sheboygan Falls territory. So
it will bounce. It won't bounce over the 50, so it'll stay in Falcons territory.
Was nullified, and now we have another punt.
Just like that, it's going to be
Turner taking over.
Turner ball at the 48 in Falcons territory. 6:28 left in the game. About halfway through this 4th and final quarter. If the Trojans want to make the comeback, they're going to have to do something now. Or have to start something now. As Roach will line up in the shotgun. They got trips right.
Trips to the right.
Roach in the shotgun. Snap. Throws quick right. That's Cameron Ingram. Going to make a couple moves with his legs, and he's going to go upfield a little bit.
Beg your pardon, Cameron Ingram. Getting a couple blocks.
Gets it to around the 45 in Falcons territory. Somewhere around there. It's going to be second down. Clock still moving.
Falls did. They're huddling up, which you still have time, 6 minutes, but
you always wonder too.
Second and 6, 45-yard line. 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. 6 minutes to go in this game, and only 6 minutes the Trojans have to make the comeback. Trailing 15. Roach in the shotgun.
Yeah, Roche now has trips to his left.
Here's the snap.
Taking the snap.
Oh, bad hold on the ball. He's gonna be sacked.
Huge sack. That's a loss.
And they're out of Falcon territory as they move far back.
That is definitely not what you want.
Huge sack. He didn't know what to do with the ball there.
That pass protection just kind of broke down on the right side, and again the fumble snap just throws everything
And the defense had time to get there as well because of the bad hold there by Roach. He couldn't hold on to the football, and he ultimately didn't have enough time to get it out to a receiver. It's going to be 3rd and deep now from around their own 42-yard line, 41.
Final quarter, 35-20 is your score. Boyd Turner trailing by 15.
Here's JP Roche in the shotgun.
And basically the West Coast in front of them. So Roche looking over to the sidelines, getting the offensive play call, and now Lloyd Turner's going to have to burn a timeout.
They're going to have to call a timeout. They didn't know what they were doing there. Looked like they needed another receiver out there. He was going out late, but they didn't know the play call, and they had to call a timeout there. A wasted timeout that they could have used later. They need those timeouts as clock is starting to really burn. 4:41 left in the game, 35-20 your score. The Falcons lead by 15. If the Trojans want to do anything, they're going to have to score a touchdown. They're going to have to score 2 touchdowns, and one of those touchdowns, well, they're going to have to bet on, if they do go for an extra point at all, they're going to have to hope that it goes in their favor and Nowak can hit it. He missed the first extra point attempt. The second time they went for an extra point, not a 2-point conversion, they had a bad snap. And not just do they need that, they obviously need to go for a 2-point conversion, them trailing 15, and that 2-point conversion has to be perfect. Well, we're out of the timeout. 4:41 left in the game. 35-20 at the Turner 41, at their own 41. Roach snaps. He's going to have to go 20 yards as he scrambles, throws on the run. Good catch there, but it's going to be just short of that marker indicating 10 yards to go from the first. And just like that, it's going to be 4th down. About 4th and 11.
6 starting sophomores, and one of those 6 starts both ways, so technically 7 positions.
4th and 11. 49-yard line. Here's the snap. Roche gonna air it out. It's overthrown. They can't convert. And that will make this much harder for the Trojans now, as it's now Falcons football. Receiver he looked there for was the tall senior Noah Amosa, number 6. He's got some length, but that ball was just overthrown, could not make a proper play. And now on 1st down for the Falcons, their goal in these last 4:30 is to burn the clock.
When you looked at that team last year, those guys had a lot longer to kind of build that chemistry and get their stuff together. So I think as this season,
It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 49. They're a yard short of half field. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. They're going to run the ball a lot, and if they can burn the clock well, the Trojans should use their timeouts if they burn the clock well. That's the Falcons' goal. They get a good run there on the handoff to Drake Moberg. He gets it past the 50. It's going to be 2nd down, round short of the Trojans' 45. They're going to mark it at just about the 45, at the 45, and it's going to be 2nd down and 4.
Coming up after that 6-yard gain.
They're going to break out of the huddle.
By the running back right up the middle.
4 minutes here left in this game. It's just going to be a lot of clock burning for the Falcons.
Belling.
Here's Evan Bailing. Snap, handoff. Moberg tackled in the backfield at the half field. Lose about 5 yards roughly there. Yeah, 5 yards. It's going to be around 3rd and 9. Clock's still burning, though. They're going to burn that clock any way they can with 3:30 left in the game. They have a manageable lead, very manageable. No pressure at all for the Falcons unless they make a big mistake here.
when you get to a stage of the game like this where you know the outcome is probably decided, that's the stuff you're looking for, especially for
Here's Bailing in the shotgun. He's going to run out right. He's going to just take it himself. Ball's out! It's out!
You can't fumble it forward.
So it should be down where the fumble was.
Knowing this officiating staff, they're actually going to mark it there.
Listen, it's week 1 for the officials too.
They legitimately are marking it there. That was a total freaking
I also
joke.
thought it only might have been down too. I think he might
Yeah,
Ball's out, but he was.
With all due respect to Coach McLean, this is where you got to get in the ear hole of the zebra and be like, hey,
think they're
man,
gonna-
know the rules.
he's never going to be close enough.
Yeah, they're gonna mark the ball up there,
They are legitimately
short
marking
of the
it.
marker.
You can't do that. You can't invest. Oh my God. You got to start yelling. Oh, man. But yeah, anyway, as you were saying.
And it looked like the quarterback was down too, so they're gonna count that as a fumble. It's gonna be 1 yard short. They're gonna go for it and keep this game in their favor. Here's the snap, bailing out left. He's gonna slide. That one's
Now
out.
they're marking him down when he was completely on
And they
his
said he was
feet.
down, but
4th down anyway, so it'll be a turnover on downs. So he didn't get that down.
they say he was down, and didn't matter if he was down or if the Trojans recovered the ball on a fumble. The Trojans will get the ball anyway.
It's tough to find officials. That's why we had a game last night for Beloit Memorial. There's not enough for officials to
And
go
just like
around.
that, the Trojans will have the ball.
You know, freshmen or sophomores when it
And with
comes
2 minutes,
to,
31
football
seconds,
officiating,
couple
but, like,
timeouts left.
that's
They're
like
gonna
really
have to watch out.
three that you learn in officiating.
They're gonna have to
class
play
on the field,
quick,
that when an offensive
And if
member
they can
pulls
score,
the
they're
ball
gonna have to
forward,
onside
it's
kick it.
returned to the spot of
They're
the
gonna
ball.
need 1 2-point conversion at some point if they can score. If they don't get that, this is going to be very hard for the Trojans.
Otherwise,
They're
you
going to
just
need an extra
throw
drive
it down
then.
the field and have your fastest guy chase after it. Like theoretically.
Here's JP Roche in the shotgun. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right with Berg in the backfield. He's going to look to go deep. He ultimately throws it on that hook route. And he's going to keep going. Tyshawn Teague Johnson gets a first down into Sheboygan Falls territory out past the 40, around the 38, 39-yard line, probably the 38. They'll mark it to 39. They're going to go quick. No huddle. Mosa and Fry out right, left. Right, it looks like they have Howard and Johnson. He throws it up for a Mosa. Holds on, and he's going to keep going. Tackled ultimately. Great play there. Roach connects with the senior receiver, Noah Mosa. And they're going to have to keep going. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. They're going to have to go quick. At the 27, 1st and 10. 1:52 left. Roche goes back. He's going to run. Open field. He's going to look for a receiver. He's going to ultimately hold on. He's going to be tackled. That's going to keep the clock going. He stayed in bounds. 1:36 left in counting.
95 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter.
Still 35-20. There's a whistle and I believe a timeout. That was not the best play. The defense got in there and put some pressure on Roche. He had a run, and he was trying to extend that play as long as he could and throw it, but ultimately nobody was open. He ran it, kept it in bounds though, making them use a timeout. If he would have went out of bounds, that would have been a free timeout there, but with 1:29 left in a 15-point game, it's going to be very hard for the Trojans to do something. They have to score quick. They can either go for the extra point or the 2-point conversion, but if they get 2 options to score a touchdown, if they get another chance at a touchdown and they go for the extra point this drive and hit it, they're going to have to go for the 2-point conversion the next drive.
But one former wide receiver did say the only time that Aaron Rodgers would actually yell at his wide receivers in practice or during film study is if he caught them not coming back to the football when he would scramble. That's why the Packers, were always so good when Aaron Rodgers was out, because the wide receivers were screamed at, come to me, run with me when I'm scrambling. And
they're going to get out of that little huddle, out of the timeout. People holding their breaths right now. Anything's possible. Craziers happen, but it's still going to be very hard. 35-20. Out of the timeout, Falcons lead by 15. 1:29 left in the game.
in this fourth
From the
quarter.
27, Roach throws incomplete.
Pass had to be released, but it was dropped very quickly by Cameron Ingram, which it's not a good drop because it would have gotten you, 6 yards, but that would have kept the clock moving.
Cameron Ingram dropped that ball and ultimately couldn't keep it. It wasn't the worst play. He dropped it.
So now it'll be
Him dropping it keeps the clock stop. It will stop the clock, but the yards would have been very helpful there. That's going to make this tough. 2nd and 10, 27-yard line.
7 coming up here for Beloit Turner. From Sheboygan.
It's 3rd down, actually, my mistake. 3rd down, not 2nd down. 3rd down, here's Roche. Snap. Gonna roll out left. Throws it up to the end zone. Fry! Got it! Hayden Fry! Touchdown! Holds on over the 2 defensive backs. Into the end zone, Hayden Fry. And now it's a 9-point game. What will the Trojans do? That's what they're going to do. JP Roche going to go out 2-point conversion. If they knock this down, if they can put this in, and they get another scoring drive, if they can, if they're going, they have a chance to tie it with an extra point.
It's easy as that. 2-point conversion, 35 to 20.
It's Roche in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. This is to cut it down to 8. Amosa holds on, and it's a 7-point game. 1 touchdown on the dot, 35 to 28. With 1:18 left, it's not over. The Trojans definitely going to look for an onside kick if they can. They have to.
Arguably one of the hardest plays.
They're very limited on timeouts right now.
But hey,
So they can't just kick it off and use their timeouts up on defense. They're going to have to kick the onside kick here. Even though this has been a tough game, that was very good. JP Roche. Some great plays. Earlier this game, we had Zay Howard with that incredible catch. And they're just incredible. Looking for Hayden Fry on the touchdown there. They're going to go out and they're going to kick it. And obviously an onside kick is probably going to be the best bet here. And if they can get this onside kick, this game is still very well alive for the Trojans. The majority of turnovers in today's game have been off of 4th down failures. It's going to be the junior TJ Nowak who's going to kick this, and right now he may be trying to play. He's going to have to try to play hero ball. The kicker, yes, a good onside kick can set this up and give the Trojans the life they need. The ball back. Can they keep it? They're going to back up. They're ready for that onside kick. Nowak. Oh, he kicked it over. They're going to sprint for it. And the Falcons will get it.
It's not the worst strategy when you have all those guys lined up over like an onside kick. You expect
Saw Leighton Davies on the bottom there on the left. He tried to sprint around the back. He looked like he was the one most hungry for the ball, and he ultimately couldn't get there. The Falcons saw that kick over the top of their line, their kick return line, and ultimately the Falcons will get the ball back, and I believe the Trojans only are limited to 1 timeout left. If they have to use it, then that will basically end the game. That timeout plus a 1st down for the Falcons would end it, but it's not over. The Falcons need a 1st down. It's getting loud here. The Trojans, they still believe there's still hope, and there definitely is. Anything's possible. Evan Bailing going to line up under center. And he's going to kneel it.
Formation, and then Roy Turner's immediately going to burn those timeouts, or not.
Looks like they're going to let the clock burn a little bit.
You can save it. I mean,
you have to let them want to play the way. We have 2
Right.
timeouts. So
Either
they're
way.
going to use a knee on the first one.
Looks like the Trojans actually have 2 timeouts, not 1.
2 timeouts with the next 2 plays. And,
So the Trojans still have plenty of room here. Falcons nailing it down. They're wasting plays away while the Trojans still have those timeouts. Anything can happen if they keep doing this, yeah. There's a kneel down and a timeout.
An extra like 2 seconds go off that clock. All right, so that's 1 timeout. Then you on 3rd down take another
We have another timeout.
That'll
There's,
give
it's
you
3rd down and
even over 3 seconds.
around 3rd down and 13
Oh,
is,
there's no more
you know,
timeouts.
obviously
Beloit Turner already.
a couple yards lost.
Yeah.
Did a bad job of keeping Matthews. So that was the last timeout. So they're going to take obviously another knee.
Trojans with that timeout. There's actually all their timeouts. Trojans are out of timeouts now. They used both of their other timeouts sometime during this quarter. That with there being their final timeout this game now. One more kneel down for the Falcons. That should do it here in week 1. It was a good fight from the Trojans. Really good fight. But the Falcons need one more kneel down, one more snap. Bailing will snap it. He'll kneel it down. He's going to let the clock burn a little bit.
Yeah, that'll
And that should do it.
basically do it. I think that should take
Clock's
us all
burning
the way
down.
to triple zeros on that clock. Coach McLean is kind of checking, and yeah, the
We gotta make
official
sure.
is nodding along. Coach McLean just kind of went, is that it? And the lead official said, yeah, that'll be it.
That's over. That's the end of the game. It was a very good game. The Trojans did their best. They trailed it in the first half. We remember 14-6, and then the Trojans took that lead. They had 2 touchdowns to kick off that second half. You have to give props to this Trojans team for holding it strong despite the fact that they lost. They lose by a touchdown. The final score, Sheboygan Falls Falcons 35, Beloit Turner Trojans 28. JP Roach, first game with the Trojans, showed some things he needs to work on, but overall, Roach looked pretty good. Couple deep passes that he made that ended up quite well. The Zay Howard touchdown, the Tyshawn Teague Johnson touchdown, a short little play to Cameron Ingram at the beginning of the second half, and the end there where the Trojans showed life, that big play to Hayden Fry where he caught it over the 2 defenders. But that's the end of your game. 35-28, Falcons victory. Next week, the Trojans going to be on the road against Clinton, Sheboygan Falls. They have next week. They're playing at home against Kiel.
Yeah, let's just go with like a.
That's the end of the game. We'll see you next time.
30 seconds.
Yeah, like